morning. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all doing? Happy? Happy Friday, December girl. Nice to see ya. Woo! You know what we came to do. Yes, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Did you miss me, ladies and gentlemen? You know, I missed you too. Let's go. Yeah, I missed you all too. Even the haters. Let's go. It's Friday. Hey. Hey. Let's go, Queensley. Good morning. Hey! All right, let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. You know exactly what we came to do. We got a lot of content to get through. Linda, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday. It is I. So let's go.
Don't be wrapped up in your feelings.
Hey.
When you flashing and when you play the game, man, you better know your options.
Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy. I ain't even had my coffee.
Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when
yes,
you flashing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we came to do. December. Listen, look at you. Go ahead and get it started. You know how we do over here. Where else you get this kind of entertainment at on TikTok? Seriously, you know what I do? Hey, but I do it with love, though. All right, what I do it with love. All right, because, you know, that's what it'll take to get things back on track. 3, good morning. Nice to see ya. All right. I just woke up out my sleep, threw some water on my face. Yeah, it's just another day in the Golden State. Ooh. All right. Is to cut the drama. You gotta cut the drama out of your life, ladies and gentlemen. All right. At least I was honest. And what good is this power if I use it, Jesus? TikTok always glitching. Or I could sit back and just watch the news. Hey, don't try to photocopy. You can never top me. Oh my goodness, TikTok is always doing these little tricks.
I was born to be your winner, you can never stop me. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flashing.
And when you play the game,
man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy.
We'll see what that. We'll see if this works for a quick second. All right. Sometimes you gotta warm up the app in order to get the app to do what it's supposed. Don't try to photocopy
when you out here being saucy.
It's getting too spicy. I ain't even had my coffee.
I just put my watch on. You know what time it is. I'm chasing my purpose.
Why is the app taking all day to?
I'm so focused on my mission. There's no competition. There's no excuses for opposition. One thing's for certain. I'm motivated.
What on earth is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Bear with me.
Because what I'm doing can be lost in an instant. Now I'm making a living, so why the hell are they tripping? Is it because I'm the one that they see?
We might be somewhere.
A million different ways I could hit with
there we go. Grand rising, everyone. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. I am your host, I'm your pilot, and you know exactly why we are all here. All right, Hog Boss, my man. All right, NXS, I see you. For those of you, let's take care of some housekeeping items first, though, all right? For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Wow, look at that. We are now in the A3 League, whatever that means. Come on. That's pretty good, right? I don't know what A3 League means, but we're there. That means all of you have helped do something pretty incredible on this app, all right? Alter Ego, thank you so much for the hat. Many of you, well, first of all, I was saying, I go by the name Zeus, or as some say, Triple H. Why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let me give you an answer. The first H stands for honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. There's nobody more honest than me. All right, I'll tell you the truth, even if it hurts your feelings, all right? All right? The second H is because I'm humble. Listen, if I get it wrong, I'll apologize, right? But it just turns out I haven't been wrong that much lately, all right? And then the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because you guessed it, I am and will always remain the most handsome. Many of you aren't familiar with what we do over here on this side of town, on this side of TikTok. What we do is very, very special. We hold our friends on the right, especially their orange cult leader, deranged Donald Trump, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds as well as crimes, all right? And part of that does mean we might have to throw a few MAGA demons into the lake of fire. I mean, I don't know why, but lately that just seems to be par for the course, right? So we put MAGA where they belong over here, all right? Which is in a lake of fire, because a lot of them, as far as I'm concerned, are prime candidates for hell. So listen up. If you're, as my good friend Brother Swervin once said, factose intolerant, any Trump supporters out there? Any Trump supporters out there? Because my good friend Brother Swervin once said, Zeus, these people are factose intolerant. That means you're allergic to the facts, right? Yeah, you have an allergic reaction. Kathy, thank you for the subscription, all right? If you're factose intolerant, you're allergic to the facts. You might want to leave this live because it's going to get very, very uncomfortable for you. I promise you it will, all right? Because we tell the truth over here, all right? But get this, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
All right. All right. Court is now in session. All right. Court is now in session. All right. I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and proceed with making sure you sit down and you buckle up. All right. Because, see, we got to get through some very interesting news. All right. Now, many of you see my background. Who is that? Vice President Kamala Harris. And who is that? Oh, that's Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney, a real Republican, was rallying yesterday with our vice president, ladies and gentlemen. And what I want to make sure we don't forget is we're not going to forget January 6th. We're not going to forget why Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. And we will continue to say Donald Trump is a threat to democracy because it's true. And you know, the Trump supporters, they don't like it when you say that because they somehow seem to think when we say that, we're likening it to political violence. No, we're not all about political violence because what we really want to see is Donald Trump in handcuffs, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you would love to see Donald Trump in handcuffs and in prison. Let me just see where the temperature is at. Is there anyone that would like to see Donald Trump in handcuffs and in prison? We don't want him to get out the easy way. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So when we're talking about political violence, it's clear it comes from the right. And I know, and people have came to me and they say, Zeus, do you understand why these people are angry with Donald Trump, his own supporters? I said, why are his own supporters angry? And he said, well, he keeps changing his position on issues that matter to them. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, well, you know how he flip-flops about abortion and things like that. Yeah. See, that makes his supporters angry with him. And so they got issues, right? So 1 minute he calls them patriots, but then he doesn't go and visit them when they're in prison, right? Because they believed everything he said. So his supporters are clearly upset with him. And so understanding that dynamic, right? We have to help the ones that are still in the cult understand that this November, Donald Trump is going to get the brakes beat off of him. Yeah. And I know that because here's the rub. I've been kind of like, well, is it a close race or is it not? But you know what? I'll say this. You don't have any high-profile Democrats voting for Donald Trump. You don't. You don't have high-profile Democrats voting for Donald Trump. But guess what you got? You got a lot of high-profile Republicans voting for Vice President Kamala Harris, don't you? You got a high-profile Republicans like Liz Cheney, who yesterday, like I said, she was rallying with Kamala. And you know what I appreciated about Liz, good old Liz? She did something that I think I'm going to have to say, we're going to have to get on the record in the kingdom. She basically re-explained what happened on January 6th. And keep in mind, she was there. She was there. A Republican was there, and she re-explained to the American people what happened on January 6th. So we're going to go ahead and get this on the record in the kingdom, all right? And then I'll take questions, all right? I'll take some questions after this.
Our survival as a republic
Here it goes.
is the
Here it goes. Hold on. I'm going to start right
of
here.
power. Ronald Reagan said this was nothing short of a miracle, that every 4 or 8 years, the most powerful office in our land, indeed the most powerful office in the world, is passed peacefully to a new president.
Right.
In the United States of America, violence does not and must never determine who rules us. Voters do.
Here it goes. To the Trump supporters, please.
And in this country, under our Constitution, our president has a particular solemn obligation to ensure and guarantee the peaceful transfer of power. Since the beginning of the Republic, every president in our history has fulfilled that duty. Every president until Donald Trump. When Donald Trump woke up on the morning of January 6, 2021, his intention, despite having lost the election, was that he would remain president.
What?
Rather than accept his loss and concede defeat, he had spent months overseeing a multi-part plan to attempt to seize power.
What was the multi-part plan? Lawsuits, right? The fake electors. This was a multi-part scheme. All right? Pressuring state officials. What else? Pressuring Mike Pence. And last but not least, using his supporters to go storm the United States Capitol. That's a 5-part criminal scheme that Donald Trump and his supporters engaged in. Read it in that filing that was just unsealed.
And remain in office. He ignored the rulings of the courts. He corruptly pressured state legislatures, including here in Wisconsin, to overturn the results of their elections. He told the Justice Department to lie for him. He conspired to have fake electoral votes cast, and he corruptly pressured his vice president to take illegal and unconstitutional actions. He summoned a mob to Washington, D.C. with his lies. And he sent the armed mob to the United States Capitol in an effort to stop the counting of electoral votes. As the violent mob attacked our Capitol, in Donald Trump's name, as they brutally beat law enforcement officers, as they hunted the vice president and the Speaker of the House.
So they beat up law enforcement and hunted the vice president. Don, thank you for the subscription. All right. Is this what you guys call patriotic? Because I sure as heck don't. I call this being seditionists, treasonous traitors.
Donald Trump watched the attack on television for hours. For hours. Sitting in the dining room next to the Oval Office, he refused repeated pleas from his family, from his closest advisors, from the most senior officials in his campaign and in our government to tell the mob to leave. And when Donald Trump finally did speak, publicly after hours of violence, after the Capitol had been invaded.
What did he say?
He praised the rioters.
Oh!
He did not condemn them.
So he praised his supporters for assaulting our democracy. He's unfit to be president of the United States. Thank you so much.
That's who Donald Trump is. Those facts that we know about what Donald Trump did, including what he did when our Capitol was under siege, those facts do not come from Donald Trump's political opponents. Those facts come from the people closest to him.
What she's saying to you little MAGA demons out there, this isn't a Democrat hit job. You think Ivanka is a Democrat? You think Jared Kushner is a Democrat? You think Mike Pence is a Democrat? You think all these people who are in that new unsealed filing are Democrats? Are any of you Trump supporters Democrats? Let's just go there. The ones that are sitting in prison, are y'all Democrats? Y'all can't be this. Y'all can't be this ridiculous. You just can't. I refuse to think so.
They are the ones who testified that Donald Trump did not want to stop the violent attack on our Capitol. When he learned that Vice President Pence was not going to abandon his oath and help Trump seize power, Trump sent out a tweet attacking Pence and further inflaming the mob. One of Trump's aides testified that shortly after that, this aide received a phone call alerting him that the vice president had been evacuated for his own safety from his office off the floor of the Senate.
What on earth is happening in this country when a sitting president launches an attack on his vice president? Why? Because he lost. Talk about sore losers.
This aide recalled rushing to the dining room to tell Trump, hoping that this information would convince him to take immediate action to ensure the vice president's safety. Instead, after this aide delivered that news, Donald Trump looked up at him and said, "So what?" He said, "So what?"
I'm done. Are there any Trump supporters out there that think Liz Cheney is lying? Any Trump supporters out there that want to get up here and try to defend your little cult leader, your daddy? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. I'll hit pause for a quick second. I'll hit pause real quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Liz Cheney is lying. Okay, let's see who we got out there. Okay. See, this is what I got to deal with out here. Oh, listen, you can't even get in the box. You don't even have enough to go live. I guess these Trump supporters know their place. Yeah, they don't want to get tossed into the lake of fire this morning on a Friday. But guess what? Y'all just keep listening because I'm teaching you something. Just keep listening. Mods, you know what to do.
It is Donald Trump's closest aides who also told us this. They said that while the attack on our Capitol was happening, Donald Trump was handed a note informing him that a civilian had been shot at the door to the chamber of the United States House of Representatives.
And who was that civilian? Does anyone know who that civilian was? Does anyone know who that civilian was? Because see, MAGA doesn't know how to think for themselves, and so we're going to help them understand. Who was that civilian that lost? There you go, Don. Ashley Babbitt. So he was passed a note that one of his own soldiers had lost her life in the battlefield. And what did Donald Trump do?
Donald Trump put the note down on the table in front of him, continued to watch the attack on television, and still refused to tell the mob to leave the Capitol.
So he didn't even care. Are you supporters listening to this? This because after November, we're not going through this with you again. It's playtime's over. I need you to understand what he thinks about you. He doesn't care.
Donald Trump was willing to sacrifice our Capitol to allow law enforcement officers to be beaten and brutalized in his name and to violate the law and the Constitution in order to seize power for himself. I don't care if you are a Democrat or a Republican or an independent. That is depravity, and we must never become numb to it. Any person
I'm not laughing, so why are you? This is serious stuff.
Any person who would do these things can never be trusted with power again. We must defeat Donald Trump on November 5th.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Now I'm going to stop Liz right there. We must defeat Donald Trump and his legion of demons on November 5th by making sure we cast our votes for Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, I saw someone in the chat say they wanted to talk to Big Zeus. Come on up here. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to talk to Big Zeus, because I don't think there's anything to debate at this point. What's there to debate? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to talk to Big Zeus. I didn't think so. I think these Trump supporters are starting to recognize this is not a place to come and play around and act like you don't know how to think for yourself. We're gonna put pressure where it needs to be. Oh, Skywalker Daddy. Okay, let's go up here. All right, let's see if this. I don't know if he's is a Trump supporter or not, but we're gonna see.
I'm definitely a Trump supporter.
You mean you're a traitor? Wait.
No, I'm not a traitor.
Did you just hear? Did you just hear what I
heard?
Played?
All your propaganda. You think you're smart, buddy?
Did you hear what I just played? What part of this?
Fall for your propaganda, brother?
Sir, what part of this?
Gaslight me?
Are you going to talk? Or are you just going to get it,
me, brother?
Okay, well, see, this is what I'm going to do.
Stupid?
Does anyone want to answer his question? He asked a question. Does anyone want to answer what his last question before I put him on mute was? Skywalker, look in the chat. Look at all these people in the chat. They've answered your question. A lot of them are saying yes. Look at that.
Fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. Come on.
Skywalker probably was at the Capitol on January 6th, and so he's experiencing.
I bet.
Okay, so, hey, Skywalker, you came up in the box. You asked a very important question. And the audience has given you the answer, and you don't like it. See, that's a good sign that perhaps you, sir, are possessed with the MAGA demon. I didn't want to start the show off this early with it, but you know what? We got to do it. Unfortunately, Mr. Sky, I really do believe deep down inside you might be a decent human being, right? I really do. But when you let that MAGA demon possess you and do what it does, you're not such a nice person. So guess what that means? I got to throw you into the lake of fire. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm warming up the lake of fire. Ooh, took a little bit, but it's going. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending Skywalker straight to the lake of fire, right? By giving him a huge round of, you guessed it, booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it. Translation?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
All right? I'm not here to relitigate what Liz Cheney is saying. It happened, accept it. You continue to embarrass yourselves when you get out here on this app and make a fool of yourselves. I'm not upset, but I know Skywalker is, whatever his name was. Now, it wasn't just Liz Cheney that was cooking yesterday at this rally. You know who we got to hear from? We got to hear from our Madam Vice President, who once again, and as far as I'm concerned, did an outstanding job prosecuting Donald J. Trump right in front of the American people. She does it so well. I'm like, you know what? I actually am impressed that Vice President Harris, within a very short window of time, has really reached 100% campaign mode, right? She's at 100%. And if she goes any further, it's only going to confirm Donald Trump has no chance to win. All right. But listen to how the vice president, she came out after Liz spoke. Kamala Harris came out and she prosecuted Donald Trump. Listen to what she says.
In my career, including as vice president, as a United States senator, and as the top law enforcement officer of the largest state in our country.
California.
Responsible for upholding and enforcing the laws of the state and the laws of the United States was the work I did. And I have never wavered
Thank you.
in upholding that oath.
Never.
And I've always executed it faithfully and without reservation.
Here comes the boom. Listen to what she's about to do to you, Donald.
And therein lies the profound difference between Donald Trump and me. He who violated the oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. And make no mistake, he who, if given the chance, would violate it again. Donald Trump lost the 2020 election.
Did you see what she just said? Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Let me say it again. Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Thank you, Vice President. You got my vote. You got my vote. You got my vote.
And as you have heard and know, he refused to accept the will of the people and the results of an election that was free and fair.
Oh.
As you have heard, he sent an armed mob to the United States Capitol, where they assaulted law enforcement officers. He threatened the life of his own vice president and refused to engage in the peaceful transfer of power.
What?
And let us be clear about how he intends to use power if elected again.
Oh.
He has called for jailing journalists, political opponents, anyone he sees and deems as being an enemy.
Oh.
He has pledged to destroy the independence of the Department of Justice.
No, he isn't.
And he called for deploying our active duty military against our own citizens. Well, I believe you and my running mate both. Well, listen, I believe that anyone who recklessly tramples on our democratic values as Donald Trump has, anyone who has actively and violently obstructed the will of the people,
right,
and the peaceful transfer of power, as Donald Trump has,
right,
anyone who has called for, I quote, termination of the Constitution of the United States,
right,
as Donald Trump has,
right,
must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
Now I know I got some so-called blacks for Trump out there listening to this show. Let me put it to you in a way I know your MAGA minds can comprehend. Because, see, I understand y'all part of that little, y'all like to do that little beady bop stuff, huh? Y'all like, unless it got a nice little jingle to it, it don't click in your MAGA minds. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe this will help for you blacks for Trump out there.
Anyone who has called for a termination of the Constitution of the United States,
sing it with me,
must never again stand behind the seal
never again.
of the President of the United States.
Nope. Never again. Little jingle, you like that? Sing it with me.
Anyone who has called for a termination of the Constitution of the United States must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
Thank you, Vice President. Thank you, Vice President. All right. So, any questions? Any questions out there, ladies and gentlemen? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. You want to come up here and defend your orange daddy. All right, put a 1. Put a 1 in the chat, please, because see, we don't got all morning to do this. All right. I mean, I understand how to get my point across because I know these words are just totally blowing these folks' minds out here. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you believe Donald Trump is the best thing for the United States since sliced bread. All right. I mean, we're not going to have to spend all morning going through this. Good morning, Clara. You're a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Oh, have you been listening to the show this morning?
I just turned in. I have to tell you something.
You just turned in? What part of the country are you from?
I am in Miami, Florida.
All right, shout out to Miami, Florida. I hear we're going to be turning Florida blue as well.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is it you would like me to help you with? Because my goal here is to help you.
Just having Liz Cheney there, it should tell you what kind of a person Liz is.
What is it? What kind of person is she?
Kamala is a freaking socialist, communist.
Where'd you get that from?
Look it up.
You know, you're a religious person.
Her father is a Marxist.
You're a religious person.
I am a religious person.
Yeah. So you know about what happens when the devil gave folks information and then God had to question them, right? Where'd you get that from?
Information.
Yeah, it is.
Listen to me. I'm going to be 70 years old.
Okay, well, listen. It's not too old. Listen, you're not too. Clara, you're not too old to learn something.
I'm not old.
No, I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying you're not too old to learn something.
You know, when
now I gotta say this to you. Clara. I gotta say this to you. No.
I am a cancer survivor.
Well, congratulations, honestly. But can I finish what I was saying? Because we need to have a very serious conversation. Why are you supporting a person you know is of the devil? Is your phone okay? What's going on with your phone?
Oh, my phone is okay.
It's all those alerts and stuff in my ear. Wait. Are you listening to Fox News?
No.
What's that noise in the background?
I am looking at people or what's happening in North Carolina.
What show are you watching? What news station?
Does it really matter?
I want you to be honest with me.
I'm watching.
So yes.
The news.
Which news station?
I'm watching my news in Channel 7, which is actually Channel 7 is Fox.
So you're watching Fox News?
No, it's local news. It's not Fox News. And by the way, remember that Fox, the owner, is supporting Kamala.
Clara, okay. So there's two things going on here. One, you got to start being honest. People don't get help they need until they start admitting they have a problem. Wouldn't you agree?
And you're telling me that I have a problem?
Absolutely.
What's my problem, my dear?
Okay, so you support. Let me.
Cancer for 4 years.
No, that's not it.
Well,
but you know, but here's the thing. Let me explain to you.
That they lowered the price of insulin, yet I have to pay $750 a month for my insulin.
No, that's not the problem. You know what the problem is here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Donald Trump, number one, has already been president before.
Exactly.
He's been president before. And when he was president, he was impeached twice. Right?
Yeah, Russia collusion that never happened.
That's not why he was impeached. Okay. So do you know why he was impeached? Honestly.
Why was he impeached?
Do you know?
No, you tell me.
Okay. So the first time was because he was withholding aid from Ukraine because in exchange, he wanted them to give him dirt on President Biden and his son Hunter Biden, which was not the right thing to do. He broke the rules. He broke the law, right? So he was impeached that time. The second time, you know why he was impeached?
Go ahead, tell me, because you're giving me a lesson here.
Okay, inciting an insurrection on January 6th after he lost to President Biden.
He offered, I have a nephew in the Secret Service. They offered to send the National Guard, and Pelosi said no.
Okay, great, but that's not true.
Because they did exactly what they wanted the public
Clara,
to do.
Clara.
No,
Regardless,
you know what?
Clara,
Thank you for
can
letting
I?
me talk.
No, Clara, I got one more thing to ask you.
No.
I got one more thing to ask you.
You
How hot
keep
should
your
I turn it
mic
up?
here. How
hot should I turn it up for you?
How
hot? How hot? Because you got to run, right? Because
No, I don't
the
have
devil
to
has been
run.
the devil has been
I'm not gonna
exposed.
waste my time on you. That's what.
Clara, the
Bye.
devil. Clara, I've exposed the devil, all right? So you go ahead and do what you do, all right? And I'm going to do what I do, okay? Because you're possessed and you enjoy being ran by the devil, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, Clara Garrido, Muneca Garrido, I think I pronounced that correctly. She's possessed with the MAGA demon. I gave her a little bit of truth. No. You gotta go.
Woman by God.
Okay, well, let me bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, she's not a nice person when she's possessed with the MAGA demon, all right? So what we're going to do, Clara, is we're going to toss you into the lake of fire. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a huge round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Thank you. All right, Clara, I'm glad that you just got straight to the point. Folks don't want to waste their time. And by the way, I noticed there's some people out there in the audience that are a little triggered right now with the way that I run this broadcast, with the way that I run this show. Well, maybe you didn't hear my message at the top of the show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
You hear that, Clara? You don't know a thing. At 70 years old, you know what? I believe the good Lord is keeping you around for a reason, so that you can actually learn the truth before it's too late, Clara. I tell folks like you every day that every single one of you is guaranteed to get the ultimate MAGA reward. Zeus, what's the ultimate MAGA reward? Jail. And if you don't get your soul right, Clara, hell. With a chapter 11 in between. You can't have any other false gods. And you're worshiping Donald Trump. You're on your knees for this man every single day, despite the fact that you know this man is unfit to be president, and you know this man has the spirit of the Antichrist. You ain't going to heaven. Where you think you're going? All right. Next conversation, please. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you want to discuss what happened with your orange coat leader, all right? Because Kamala didn't just stop there. She didn't just stop there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. The vice president, she doesn't let up, all right? She doesn't let up.
Say that, I mean all the people.
Listen to this.
Not just those who share my party affiliation. Through all my decades in law enforcement, I never asked a victim or a witness.
Thank you.
Are you a Republican or a Democrat?
We don't.
The only question I ever asked was, are you okay?
Thank you.
And that is the kind of president we deserve, and I pledge to you that is the kind of president I will be.
Thank you. She's telling the truth.
Because the President of the United States must not look at our country through the narrow lens of ideology or petty partisanship or self-interest.
No.
The President of the United States must not look at our country as an instrument for their own ambitions. Our nation is not some spoil to be won.
Thank you.
The United States of America is the greatest idea humanity ever devised.
Thank you.
The nation that inspired the world to believe in the possibilities of a representative government.
Thank you.
And so, in the face of those who would endanger our magnificent experiment, people of every party must stand together. And let me be clear.
Thank you.
Democracy and freedom are not only at stake here at home, they are also at stake around the world. As President of the United States, I will strengthen.
Good morning, Low Res.
Good morning. How's the mental illness, Zeus? How you
Are
doing?
you-
You all right?
You're a Trump supporter.
Of
What is
course.
it that you
Of
have a
course.
problem with?
I have a brain. Of
What
course.
it-
Of
what
course
it-
I'm voting for Trump. I have a brain that works. I don't have mental illness. Of course.
Okay. Now can we finish talking? I
No,
haven't.
I'm not gonna
I don't
give-
know
no,
you.
I don't want to talk to you. I think you're an idiot. I
Okay.
think you're an idiot. You fall
Okay. Well, you don't understand the
follow a
power
fucking
dynamic.
moron.
You don't understand the power dynamic up here. All right. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to take care of Mr. I'm possessed with the MAGA demon, Low Res. Well, Low Res, you know what? You just made yourself a prime candidate for hell, right? Let me go ahead and warm that lake of fire up for Low Res, all right? He definitely getting in there. He's definitely getting in there. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Low Res, I don't even know if that individual is a good person. He just seems like MAGA all the way with that knucklehead, right? We're going to go ahead and toss Low Res into the lake of fire. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving that previous guest a huge round of, you guessed it, boos and shade.
Silence, you MAGA
Your
demon.
assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it. Translation?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Thank you. Are there any sane Trump supporters willing to get in the box and really have these conversations? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's what? How many demons have we had to put in the lake of fire? 3? Y'all are having a terrible job convincing everyday Americans why they should vote for Donald Trump. Soon as we get up here, as soon as you get in the box, all I do is show you the record, his record, and y'all crash out on TikTok. Why? I'm not making anything up. Put a 1 in the chat, please. If you really want to have that conversation. Oh, look at this guy right here. Look at that. Put me on. All right, let's see. Corey, come on up here, Corey. One of y'all, come on up here real quick. We don't got all day. There's other folks that want to get up here and report out whatever it is that's going on this show. So, who is put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter? Oh, look at that. All right, they beg me, Zeus, bring me up. I hit them in, and then they go, oh, I'm not sure I'm ready to have that conversation. Good morning, Corey.
What's up?
What's going on? You're a Trump supporter.
Definitely.
Did you vote for him in 2016?
Nope.
Did you vote for him in 2020?
Yes.
Okay. So you were here 4 years in the United States, correct? While Trump was president, the entire 4 years?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You know he got impeached twice?
Yeah, I heard about it on the news.
You know why he was impeached?
Not quite 100% sure on why he was getting impeached.
Take a guess. We'll just take a guess.
I have no clue, dude.
Do you know how many times in U.S. history we've had to impeach a sitting president?
A few times. A few times we've.
Wait. Who was that? Don't worry. Don't.
That's my wife.
Okay. Y'all want to? I turned the camera on. Go ahead. Y'all could turn on and show us how great y'all look. Y'all could turn your camera on, right? I want to see a happy couple. I never get to see Trump supporters in their habitat. So it would make me feel really great if you could at least turn on the camera so we can look at each other in our eyes and have this American conversation.
How you turn it on, bro?
I just sent you the request, bro. Come on. Don't act like you don't know how to use TikTok.
I've never been on here like that. But hey.
You sure?
bottom line, bro.
Well.
I
Can I
voted
talk?
for Hillary. I was
Can I ask?
Democrat.
I want to talk to the ma'am of the house, the man of the house. All right, she's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, we both are.
Okay, great, ma'am. Are you there?
Yep.
How are you doing this morning? This lovely Friday morning.
I'm good.
How would you describe life living with this MAGA maniac Corey? He's a MAGA demon. Let's be honest, right?
We both are.
Who between the both of you, who do you think loves Trump the most?
Probably him.
I figured. Isn't that interesting? He loves Donald Trump that much. But think about what he could be doing with that love he has for Trump in the relationship. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that later. My question is this. You both know Donald Trump's record, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all got kids together and stuff like that?
Nah, no kids, bro.
Okay. All right, great. Well, so I was asking earlier, do either of you know why he was impeached while he was in office? I think you answered no. Okay. So we'll talk about that. But then the other thing is,
I knew at one point, but I forgot about it.
Deserves second chances.
I mean, the last presidents have been impeached, so
okay, so it's only happened 4 times in American history. And out of that 4 times, 2 times went to Donald Trump. So I heard your partner say everyone deserves a second chance. Well, isn't it safe to say he had a second chance already?
Who, Trump?
Yeah, if he's been impeached twice, 2 out of the 4 times in American history, I'd say, yeah, he's already had a second chance.
Well, of course, but if you look at it like that, what was the impeachment over? Can you tell me that?
Withholding aid from Ukraine because he wanted them to get him dirt on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, remember? And then the second one was inciting an insurrection on January 6th.
Okay.
Okay, so on paper, he has 2 impeachments. How many does Kamala have? How many does Kamala?
The insurrection thing, I don't believe that he wanted them people to go there and destroy the building and attack people and all that.
Have you, okay, but listen,
be heard.
Corey, it's no longer about what you believe, right? Yeah. It's no longer. We're way past that. This is 4 years ago.
It's what happened? That's the whole thing with media. That's how they won the election. They spin off everything they want you to hear.
No, Corey. Corey, there's been a new document that has been unsealed. New evidence has came out about what Donald Trump did. Get this, Corey.
Okay.
From the very beginning, Donald Trump knew he was going to lose. So you know what the plan was from the very beginning? The plan from the beginning was just to go out and say he won. He knew that months before January 6th. Can you believe that? And there's evidence.
Well, I believe,
wait.
I believe the election was very close for one.
But Corey, the thing is, he knew he wasn't going to win, and so he started committing crimes. And you and your wife.
Well, what have Biden and Kamala done? They committed crimes. They used DOJ to try to get him arrested and do all this stuff, waste money. Look at how we don't even have money for FEMA to help the people that are in need because they've mismanaged all of our resources. They've shut our country down. We're not producing as much oil or anything.
Corey,
weak, bro.
Corey,
come on, man.
Corey.
How can you be for those silence? How can you sit here and be for
Corey,
people, bro?
Corey, come back. I didn't ask you to blast.
I'm here.
I didn't ask you to blast off and go into your world
You've been running your mouth. I can't even say a word, and I'm telling you right now, from where I'm sitting, we're better off now.
Show us where you're sitting
with Trump versus with Kamala and Biden and the new feel-good vibes that they're trying to produce. When nobody's feeling good right now.
Okay, Corey, I had to mute you because now you're just doing what every Trump supporter before you does. As soon as we start having an honest conversation, you go back to your safety, your safe space, which is that world where Donald Trump has lied to you to make you feel good. Corey, I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm trying to help you get out of this cult. You and your wife. And I might be able to do a 2-for-1 this morning if you would just listen. Now, let me hit unmute again. Corey, let me do my job, please. Can you hit unmute, Corey? Corey, you don't know how to use TikTok? Hey, Corey. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Corey has left the building. Unfortunately, the temperature was just too much for him. He started to see who his daddy was, like the previous MAGA demons did. That's what they do. So we got another Trump supporter that is a prime candidate for hell that we're going to have to throw into the lake of fire. Let's warm it up. Let's go ahead. Let's warm it up. Unfortunately, Corey, you sound like you might be a great person, you and your partner, but when y'all living in that space y'all in right now and y'all let that MAGA demon call the shots the way y'all do, you're not so great. And that's what make you prime candidates for hell, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them a round of boos and shame. I had to do it 6 times.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
All right, I still see some folks out there, they triggered. Again, if you don't like how I'm running this show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Now, again, why am I here this morning? Once again, why do I do these shows? Because I understand you Trump supporters, you don't know how to think for yourselves. So what is today's message? Let's get it again.
Donald Trump has.
This is today's message.
Must never again stand.
Here you go. Here's today's message.
Well, listen, I believe that anyone who recklessly tramples on our democratic values as Donald Trump has, anyone who has actively and violently obstructed the will of the people,
Corey, listen,
and the peaceful transfer of power as Donald Trump has, anyone who has called for, I quote, termination of the Constitution of the United States as Donald Trump has,
right,
must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
You hear that, Corey? All right, let's go ahead and say it again.
Anyone who has called for
let's go ahead and get it out there.
termination of the Constitution of the United States must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
This is today's message. Never again.
Anyone who has called for a termination of the Constitution of the United States must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
I know that. Here. Let's go. I know that's for the blacks for Trump out there. I know, because, yeah, you little beady boppers out there, you got a nice little jingle to sing today, all right? All right, let's go to the box, all right? Let me see, ladies and gentlemen. Put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter and you still think that it is okay to put him back in the White House, even though you know he's called for the termination of the Constitution. I got to hear what's going on up there. Okay, let's see. Who do we got? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you want to come up here and speak and say how much you love your orange daddy. All right, seriously. All right, okay. Because see, as you can see, I'm pretty reasonable. I'll hear you out, but I won't let the lies continue. All right. I put a Let's see who we got. Okay, only Black Star. Let's go. Come on up here. Come on up here. Put a 1 in the chat real quick. We don't got all morning, ladies and gentlemen. You rock. I do love him. What, Misha, you a Trump supporter? Who is this? Who do we have this morning?
Am I too loud? Can you hear me?
I can. Where are you at? It's not that clear. You got a lot. You got a lot going on. I need somebody. I need a nice a MAGA demon somewhere where the signal is connecting strong, right? You're not distracted and you're able to actually have a conversation. That's what I am looking for, all right? So put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, all right? And you believe that it's okay to put Donald Trump in the White House, even though you know he called for the termination of the United States Constitution. Put a 1 in the chat, please. We don't got all morning. Who do we got? Oh, Incognito. Let's go, Incognito. Come on up here, Incognito. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Let's go. Robbie, come on up here, Robbie. One of y'all come on up here. Leo, come on up here. We don't got all morning to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Folks got to get to work. Folks got to do whatever they got to do. It's Friday. Come on up here and profess your love for Donald Trump so we can move on. What is the issue? Leo. Good morning, Leo. You're a Trump supporter?
Hey, good morning. 100%.
Are you a Trump supporter?
100%.
Okay, great. Why? When you know his record. I'm assuming you are.
Why is Trump great? Tell me why he's not great. He did a great job in his 4 years he was president here. He cleaned out New York and Long Island. He took away all those bad gangs we had out here. The economic was good. Real estate was banging. Unfortunately, the COVID came and, it is what it is. But look at now, how we are now. You're paying double the price for gas. Your bread that used to cost $1 and change.
Okay, hey, Leo.
Your milk is double. Your eggs is double. Yeah.
Okay, I got to mute you because I've heard all of that before. So let's not go down that path again. I want to make sure you and I have a very clear understanding about a couple of things. All right, Leo? Can you hit unmute, Leo? You sound like you went to, you sound like this guy on this app. You know who Snuggles is?
I know who's the mayor from New York. I know.
Do you know who's
from New York and he's
Democrat. Okay. So you're just telling jokes and laughing.
No, I'm telling you the truth. Democrats are falling down like rotten apples from the trees right now.
What on earth are you doing there's a lot in the background, Leo. See, I can't. You got all that extra noise, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm going to do for Leo? Since he's distracted and lying on my show, he couldn't even tell the truth and he only had 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and throw Leo into the lake of fire.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Again, what Leo just said, every single thing he said was a lie. Did you hear about the jobs report this morning? What, 254,000 new jobs? Inflation's down. Unemployment's 4%? Leo, the interest rate's down? Leo, what planet are you on? Gas is double? What planet are you on? Oh, I get it, Leo. You get all your information from Donald Trump. I get it. And Leo, that's the problem with folks like yourself. You're so used to being lied to that when you get on an app like this and you tune into a show like this and the truth is hitting you, you're shocked. But I don't care. All right, put a 1 in the chat real quickly if you are a Trump supporter and we got information from our from our bank account. Oh, okay, Incognito. Come on up here, Incognito. Let's not keep it in the comment section. Come up in here. Come on up here. Come on up here, Incognito. I appreciate a great conversation from folks like yourself. Incognito, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you're a Trump supporter.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when you said you got information in your bank account, could you elaborate on what that meant?
You just said that the guy that came up and listed the issues that he was delusional?
Yeah, absolutely.
How?
Because what he was suggesting is going on isn't happening. For instance, gas prices are not doubled.
What planet do you live on?
Well, do you have a copy of it?
When Donald Trump was in office, gas was like $1.50.
What
What
month?
planet do you live on? Y'all are so delusional and kooky. Like, I just don't. That's why I didn't want to come up here, because
I
this
got
is
it.
a fucking joke.
Wait now, ma'am. We
You're
don't
a fucking joke. That's
we
why
don't
you
curse.
made all that noise and you didn't want to hear what he had to say, because you think everything is a joke.
Ma'am, I don't curse on this show. So could you at least clean up your mouth?
No, I'm grown. You don't tell me what to do. You added me.
I'm
on.
not.
You requested me on.
Yeah, I did,
Yeah,
but
you
I
want
didn't.
to talk to me. I can talk how I want to as an adult.
Okay, but
Thank
I
you.
would.
Well,
It would
all
mean.
right, I'm about to go. Can you drop me off?
Where am I drop you off at?
Just take me off. How do I get off of this?
You want me to put you in the lake of fire?
No, that's where you're
'Cause
going
that-
with that demonic party that you're voting for, that wants kids to chop off their penises.
What?
Yeah. And then she wants to fund transgender prison surgery. So no, I don't want to pay my tax dollars for that.
But you don't. Okay. You know why I'm concerned?
Okay. Yeah.
You know why I'm
exactly.
concerned with you? You know why I'm concerned about what you just said? Because
What,
you
want-
failed
do
to
you want to
provide.
get a clip of her saying it? Do you want me to play it?
You got it? Do you got
I
it?
absolutely do.
Play it.
Absolutely. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all is so crazy. Wait.
And in the meantime, I got a clip I want you to play. I want to play for you. Can I do that?
Hold up. I'm about to play it right now. Give me 1 second.
Funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery. For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
It's hard to believe.
Oh, okay. She didn't say that.
Media was shocked.
Right.
What did she say? What did she say? Honestly, what did she say? Repeat exactly what.
She's saying she's gonna give access to every transgender in the prison system to have surgery.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't hear that
Oh,
part.
drop me off. Bye. Oh,
What?
okay. Yeah. You didn't hear it. You're deaf. Okay, get out.
Let me just say this about what you just did. You
I'm
played
not
a
about
Trump.
to argue with
You
y'all.
played a Trump commercial. You played a Trump commercial. You tried to trick me into thinking you had something. You know what you just did?
That wasn't her.
What you just did? She came into my live and she had some stuff that's been stepped on, and she tried to push it like it was great. It was grade 1, grade A. Incognito, I know that trick. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. You keep taking that stepped on stuff. You keep on doing it, all right? But we won't. Ladies and gentlemen, Incognito, unfortunately, it's one of our own out there, right? I really do believe they might be a great person, but when they're possessed with that MAGA demon, right? She got a mouth on her. And she just got up here and just disrespected everybody. She made up stuff. And then when I asked her to give me evidence, she finally did something that I've been waiting for Trump supporters to do. Show me where she gets it from. And where did she get it from? Of course, her cult leader, Donald Trump. No wonder your bank account is in the red. Because Donald Trump has gotten it. He's in the red too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and warm the lake of fire up for Incognito, who's not so incognito. And what we're going to do for you, Incognito, is toss you into the lake of fire. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a huge round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
All right.
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it.
Translation: you done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
All right, Incognito. Once again, Incognito, listen to the words.
Anyone who has called for a termination of the Constitution of the United States must never again stand behind the
Never
seal
again.
of the President of the United States.
Never again. Never again. Incognito, you get it? Now go ahead and sing that with your angry self. Sing it with us.
Anyone who has called for a termination of the Constitution of the United States must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the
Thank you,
United
Kamala.
States.
Let's go. All right. So I don't know why this is so hard, especially for you so-called black folks out there. Why is this so hard? If you break the law, you should not be rewarded to be president of the United States. It's not that hard. Well, I had some more gas in my hand. I had some more money in my account when Trump was in office. All right, show me the proof. Here's a Trump video. Here's a commercial from Donald Trump. You guys, woo, you cannot make this stuff up, folks. You really can't. Thank you, everyone that's liking the live and sharing it out, sending the love and subscribing. I do appreciate it. Put a 1 in the chat. We'll try to do one more MAGA, and then we'll switch it up this morning. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, please. Oh, okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you believe that Donald Trump is the best thing for this country since sliced bread. Please put a 1 in the chat. We're gonna do one more, and then I gotta mix it up here. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat. I don't see the ones. Mods, pin the comments if you think they're a great option. Okay, let's see. All right, come on up here, Beth. I saw Beth. I see the most ones, but I'm not seeing anyone. All right. Let's see. Yeah, my gas is down too. All right, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. All right, send a guest request. How about that? That might make it simpler. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Send a guest request if you are a Trump supporter. All right, Leroy, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah,
Leroy? Huh?
I don't know. It seems like they're going whatever somebody sprayed something on it to clean it.
Leroy, are you a Trump? Okay, Leroy sounds preoccupied. All right, I guess Leroy is preoccupied. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, please, ladies and gentlemen. We want to hear one more, and then I got to move it along. All right, let's see who we got. Jam, come on up here, Jam. Angel, come up here, Angel. Come on up here, one of y'all. Come on up here. Zeus doesn't got all morning. These people got places to go, things to do, and places to go. Come on up here. We ain't got all morning to play this game, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all love Donald Trump so much, get on in the box and profess, hey, Donald Trump, I love you, and this is why. Because maybe we're missing something out here, all right? And so I want to make sure I basically dotted all my I's and crossed all my T's. Good morning, Apple user.
Yeah, hello?
You're a Trump supporter?
Of course.
What should I call you? What should I call you your name by?
Good citizen.
What part of the country are you from, good citizen?
Texas.
All right, shout out to Texas. I hope by this conversation we'll still be at good citizen, because I'd hate to have to turn it into bad citizen. Now, the reason that I brought you up here is, do you believe that anyone who has asked for the termination of the United States Constitution should be president of the United States?
If he was, he'll be in jail, but he's not in jail though.
No, I didn't ask that question. No, did you understand the question?
What was it?
Yeah. Do you believe that anyone who's asked for the termination of the United States Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe a person like that should be allowed to be the president of the United States?
I mean, what is that? I mean, can you explain what that question means?
Great, no problem. This is like a lifeline too. So there's been multiple people who have worked for Donald Trump, including the Vice President, Mike Pence, who've went on record in front of a grand jury, right, that's contributed to Donald Trump being indicted, and said Donald Trump basically asked him to place him above the United States Constitution on January 6th. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You remember Mike Pence saying that?
Yeah, he did say that, but And nobody's above the Constitution, though. That's
Thank you. Thank you, Apple Use. Thank you, good citizen. So,
So
if
everybody here is equal. Nobody's above the law, though. That's it.
do you think Donald Trump is above the law or should be allowed to be above the law?
No, I don't
Okay.
think nobody is.
Great. So, why would you vote for Donald Trump and you know that that conflicts with what you believe?
Everything was better. Well, whenever Donald Trump was in office, like everything was affordable. I mean, my 401k, I had more money. I mean, the stock market went up, so I had more
See
money.
me you see me shaking my head? I don't think that's true. What is today? What is today's date? What, October 4th? If you went back 4 years ago, right? What year would it be in 4 years ago?
It was record breaking.
By the way, yeah, I agree. My 401k is high too, so I don't think what you're saying is true. But if we go back,
whenever he was in office, I mean, if you understand the stock market, it was higher than what it is now.
good citizen, I want to ask a question. All right.
Yeah.
4 years ago, what year were we in?
4 years ago, 19. My bad.
No.
Oh, 20. My bad.
Yeah. So in October of 2020, do you remember what was happening in the United States of America and around the world?
Yeah, we had COVID. But
Okay. So what were wait. During that time, what were you doing? Were you going on vacations?
No, I still had a job. I still had to go.
Yeah, but where were you going? Did you go on vacations?
Well, no.
Do you remember the tissue paper shortages?
Yeah, everything was shut down. I mean,
do you remember the gas prices plummeted? You remember that?
Yeah, because nobody was going to work. The economy went up. Everything went up. No, but that was a
no.
That's not something he could have controlled. Them.
Wait, no. But
he didn't have no control of.
Good citizen. Go look up the deal Donald Trump made with OPEC during the pandemic, and you'll understand why those gas prices shot up once Biden got into office. I need you to understand this stuff, all right? Things that he did,
But
they
he
took
shut
time
down
to play out.
He shut
No,
down the pipeline
no. Did you hear what I just said?
right
But
after he was he came
good
into office.
good citizen. Here's the thing, though. This is the part I wanted you to admit. 4 years ago, you weren't able to do what you're doing today in terms of being able to go anywhere you want in the country or in the world because the nation is open. But around this time 4 years ago, you could not do that. Yeah, gas was low, and they were and you had money possibly because they were giving us checks, but we couldn't spend it anywhere. Businesses were so yes, at one point you did have money and gas was low, but it was for the wrong reasons.
But
That's the first thing. But then the second thing. Sir, the second thing is this. Donald Trump has been impeached twice, correct?
And never stick.
It was a yes or no question.
Yeah,
okay, so he's also been convicted, right?
Yeah, but there's still. Why is he not in jail?
Sir, we'll get to that.
If he was convicted for a crime, then he should be in jail.
He was convicted, and he should be in jail. I agree, but you understand why he was convicted?
And then how come he's still running for president if he was convicted for a crime, which is it's a major crime that was.
Good citizen. I really do believe you are a good citizen, and I do believe you're concerned. I can hear. And these are valid questions, but you have to do the other step, which is actually go get the answers. You just can't just sit out here and have a bunch of questions and not get the information that. And then, am I making sense? Right? Like for instance, if I had a list of problems, you take a math class and they give you a bunch of questions or equations, solve this. If you just turn the test back in and you never answer the questions, you get a 0, right?
Yeah, but. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm noticing about you. You have a lot of questions, but you haven't done the independent research to answer those questions. Because every single one of your questions, there's an answer to it.
Kamala Harris and Biden done for you? Like what policy do you like about them?
Okay. Can I ask an honest question? Why do you have every time I'm talking about something, your mind doesn't stick to what we're talking about, you start to think of another question. What is that about?
Can you just tell me a policy about Biden and Kamala Harris?
I could, but guess what's going to happen?
What do you like about them? Like, what have they done for you that you like about them?
I actually like the CHIPS and Science Act the best because it's an investment in this country in terms of our, ability to invest in STEM related industries to help us stay competitive and be on top of cutting edge technology in comparison to the other G7 nations. That's why I like that. It also is designed to help people of color get in those positions. All right. So stop it. No, stop it. Every time you've asked me a question, I've given you an answer, and your little MAGA mind continues to wander off. You have a learning situation going on, and I can't quite put my finger on it, put my thumb on it. I need you to just stop and understand you've been caught red-handed with your hand in the cookie jar. As far as I'm concerned, you're not such a good citizen, because a good citizen would be responsible enough to actually go out and get the answers to these questions that they keep coming up with, and quit weaponizing their ignorance to go and do dangerous things. Dangerous things like possibly showing up to the Capitol on January 6th, or even worse, voting for a convicted felon and getting on social media promoting that others go and vote for a convicted felon, despite the fact that you have not answered any of your own questions. You're not a good citizen. Now, I'm going to ask you to unmute. And I don't want to have to do this to you. I don't want to have to warm up the lake of fire. But you're not a good citizen. You can unmute.
Hello?
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
What did I say?
That I'm not a good citizen, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Why?
Look, let me just say.
Why? No. Why did I say you're not a good... Here we go. You got another question. Let's go. What's the question? You can't actually have a conversation. You just have questions.
Are you okay?
Here we go.
Are you okay sending them billions of dollars to Ukraine? But right now, they're only giving $750 to the people that are...
Okay. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that previous guest is not a good citizen, and we're going to have to move on. He's not willing to have a conversation. He's just, I got questions. Well, this is not the platform for you to quiz Zeus. We're trying to have serious conversations, all right? Our democracy is on the line. And you, sir, you're not a good citizen when you let that MAGA demon do what it does. All right. You're in a nasty spiral downwards towards the lake of fire. All right. So what I'll do is, yes, we'll warm up the lake of fire. Unfortunately, you might be a good person, but when you let that MAGA demon do what it does, you're not such a good person. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give that previous guest what he deserves as well. Another round of booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it. Translation?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the box and get some sanity this morning. Good morning, my good friend, Brother Swerve. How are you doing?
Good morning, Zeus. I'm hanging in there, man. Keeping up with therapy and doctor's appointments and all of that good stuff. Just
thank you. That's good.
Just making sure I do what I can so I can keep walking God's green earth for a little while longer.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're taking care of yourself, bro. I know it's very, that's very tough to do, especially at these times, but I'm glad that you are, all right?
Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. How have you been? I mean, I've been watching your show, and I got to tell you, boy, the MAGA demons are out in full force around here.
Yeah. What you would think they would be happy and winning, right? But they don't seem to be that way.
You would think so, but the problem is, like the last gentleman you were speaking with, He wasn't listening to learn and understand. He was listening only to respond. That's why his mind, every time you said something, or every time you would ask him a question, that's why he was just there standing by with the next question.
Zena. Thank you, Zena.
You know,
Correct.
so he didn't know it. But that's how they are, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, and the questions that they ask you, like, again, you hit the nail on the head. The questions that they're asking you can easily be fact checked under Google or Bing or Safari, DuckDuckGoose, Yahoo, whatever. They don't need to. Some of the questions that they come up and ask us, these things are easily fact checkable.
Yeah.
And here lately, you know, I've heard somebody played a clip in a live last night where Donald Trump was talking in North Carolina. And he said, "Who would you rather vote for, the black or the white guy?" I think they want the white guy, but that's not
Really?
racist. You know, that
Wow.
sort of thing isn't racist. He's sitting there talking to a room full of Jewish people and then blames them, says it's your fault if I lose the election. Oh, well, Swervin, you misunderstood the context of what he was trying to say. There's no context there. I don't need context there. And what kills me is, you know, I don't need 50 different people to explain to me anything Vice President Harris has said.
Right.
I don't need anybody to explain anything to me that Tim Walz has said. But every time J.D. Vance opens his mouth and Donald Trump opens his mouth, 50 people spend the next week on television trying to explain away what they've said. And if they have to have it explained away, that tells you MAGA is just sitting at home going, yeah, that's right. If they lose, it's going to be their fault. Trump loses, it's going to be their fault.
Wow.
You know, and then you got J.D. Vance at that debate getting mad because he got fact checked. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was just going to be allowed to get up here and lie.
No, we're not going to let you keep lying.
Exactly. And they sit there.
These people. I just tell you, I really do. I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Every question J.D. Vance got asked, he skirted around it and dodged it. We didn't get a direct answer from him on nothing. He wouldn't answer whether or not he would accept the results of the election. And Walz looked him straight in his eye and said, "You know what? That's a damning answer." You know, how do you
Trump lost. Is it hard? Is it hard for them to say Trump lost? I don't get it.
No,
why is it?
It's Zeus. It's not hard to say at all. The problem is if they say it, even though Trump has said it 3 times publicly. But when he debated Vice President Harris, he said, "No, I was just being sarcastic. We didn't lose. All this evidence is coming out." If they turn around and say it, they're just sitting there going, "Yeah, you wait and see. All this evidence is coming out. Wait." Like, man, look, we've been waiting for years.
Yeah.
What is he waiting for? And did you hear about Rudy Giuliani's daughter?
Caroline. What about her? Go ahead and update the audience about
she came
this.
Out, she wrote an op-ed piece for Vanity Fair this past
Thank
weekend.
you.
In that op-ed piece, she said she was voting for Kamala Harris.
Rudy Giuliani's daughter, Caroline, is voting for Kamala Harris.
Yep. And she said, "Donald Trump took my father away from me. I don't want to see any other families torn apart behind this man." Because she said they're at a point where they don't even talk politics anymore. When they do talk,
why do you think?
And it just seems uncomfortable.
But okay, so we have real people that are Republicans and people who've known Donald Trump running from Donald Trump, right? This guy's a lunatic. He's dangerous. Why don't his supporters see this and think, maybe we should run the other way as well? But instead, they seem to run towards Donald Trump. What's that about?
Because Donald Trump called all of those people rhinos. So they were never real Republicans to begin with, as far as his Trump supporters are concerned. You know, and what's funny, you know, a couple weeks ago, I had a guy in my live, and I said, "So you saw the January 6th.
Gwendolyn, thank you, Gwendolyn.
He says, yes, every one of those people that testified against Donald Trump, they're nothing but rhinos. I said, "Oh, okay. Did you know his own daughter testified against him? Does that make her a rhino?" He goes, "Well, she just didn't have all the information." I'm pretty sure she did. as a White House advisor, I'm pretty sure she had all the information. But you won't say she's a rhino. Everybody else around Donald, do you find something weird about that? That everybody around Donald Trump is lying and he's the only one telling the truth? No, it's just not. That's not weird. He's the only one that knows the truth. Okay, well, there's no
Trump
hope
supporters.
for you,
Wow. There is no hope. I mean, and it's getting to that point where I'm like, you know what? Some might be able to be rehabilitated and brought out of the cult, but a majority of them, 99.9%, it looks like, of these Trump supporters, their Nikes are going to be pointing north real soon.
Real quick.
Well, listen, brother. Thank you.
Real quick before I go.
Okay,
I wanted to let you know we are wrapping up construction on the last day here at the Lake of Fire. Okay? So, hey, Larry, back that out of there.
Thank you.
Get that out of there, Larry.
Yeah.
And as we finish this up, we're getting ready to have a test fire on the new 15 acres. If you want to, it'll take a couple seconds.
All right. Well, listen, I look forward to it. And
wait, we're gonna do it right quick. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Go. Hey, Floyd, turn that valve. There you go, brother. There you go. Here we go. Let's see.
Floyd. Thank you, Floyd. Let's get that Lake of Fire. We're gonna grow it.
There you go. Can you hear it, Zeus?
I think I can. Oh.
No, hey, Charlie, be all right. Stop, drop, and roll. Charlie, stop, drop, and roll. You'll be fine.
Oh my God. Brother. All right, brother, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to brothers.
Fire's up and running, my friend. You got all
right.
You need.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give Brother Swerve and a follow and show him some love. Let's give him a round of applause. Will do. You as well. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, that's Brother Swerving right there. All right, see, as you can see, folks are in their right mind, and they know Donald Trump is a threat to our democracy. All right, seriously, y'all got to cut it out. Let's bring up my good friend, Brother Itchy. Welcome, Itchy. How you doing, my good friend?
How you doing, Zeus? What's going on with you, brother? Nice to be back in the kingdom.
I'm all right. Nice to see you. All right. Long time no see. I've been seeing you around, but
I see you around too. I've been here every morning. I just wanted to tell you I like what you've done to the new places. Much larger than the last time I was on it. Man, I just want to shout out my little bro and tell him I see you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I mean, you just got to keep doing the Lord's work, so they say, right? You know how that goes. Yeah, that's what they say.
Can we say that Joe Biden has somehow miraculously Sleepy Joe has outsmarted these Republicans at every turn?
Really?
I mean, even this last event with the longshoremen and all of that, and how they thought that they were going to throw a monkey wrench in it, and somehow, some way, Joe stayed out of it. But we know that Joe made calls behind the scene and was like, "Hey, bro, we know that you and Trump friends, and
trying to
cut it out."
Yeah. He did that. Let's go, President Biden. So-called Sleepy Joe. Because Trump was campaigning yesterday. He said he doesn't like the fact that Biden is sleeping on the beach. That bothers Donald Trump. But you're saying Biden ain't just sleeping at the beach. He's actually getting real work done.
Every booby trap that I've seen them set for Joe Biden, somehow miraculously the sleepy guy just somehow sleepwalks right through it.
Ooh.
Just sleepwalk right through
it. Yeah, this is real.
So what I'm just gonna say this. I'm glad to have so many people that I'm looking at the growth that you have. So I know that there are now more people, if nothing else because of you, that understands the message that we've been trying to put out for a while now.
Well, not just me, folks like you. All of us are doing. This is seriously a team effort.
It has. It's been a beautiful thing too. Man, do you know we're about to have in this country? Everybody talk about Democrats haven't done anything, but the progression I see in this country is that the 2 out of the next 4 presidents in November, 2 of the next 4 presidents will be from the minority group of people in this country.
Let's go. And we'll have the first woman president too. Isn't that amazing?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So
and they say we're not doing anything, but I would argue that's a lie because that what you just said describes progress.
It's progress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it may not come how you want it. You know, everybody has their own vision or desire for what progression should look like. But when you see progression, you know what it looks like.
Wait a second. Somebody said that would be a great tragedy. K. Sarah. What do you mean that would be a great tragedy? You don't like progress? You must have struck a nerve, Itchy. You must have struck a nerve.
I don't know why they don't too much care for me.
They
don't particularly like me.
Oh,
because I try to speak truth.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's good that they don't like you because, you know, to align with them would mean you would be a prime candidate for hell. So I would say you're doing the right thing, getting them to not like you, to be honest with you.
And I want to tell you that I know that you move in silence. And so I've seen you. I don't go live too often, but when I've gone live, I see you. And
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate the support, brother.
Real talk, no problem. All right, and I appreciate you. Kay Sarah, are you there?
Yes.
Are you you're a Trump supporter?
No, I'm an independent, but for her to be the first female president, it's like would be a tragedy because she.
So what Itchy? So you don't like what Itchy was saying about the progress?
This isn't progress. This doesn't seem like progress.
Brother Itchy, could you? Brother Itchy, if you don't mind, could you try to give her a few kind words if you got a moment?
Yeah, it just sounds like an old cliche that this reminds me of it. Equality feels like oppression to the oppressor. So I would like to know why you would say that this very highly qualified, well-educated woman would not be a good pick to be the first woman president.
Right. Because she has failed at so many things she's done. If you really research her and her California record, and the first female has to be like really good. If not, it's gonna set women back because there's just a higher standard that's gonna be there for females. It just is.
You do realize
she's not the right woman to be the first woman president.
Wait, did you say she's not the white woman?
She's not the right woman.
Oh, I thought you said the white woman for a quick second, but
no, she's not. Jesus Christ. No,
you might have had a Freudian slip there, but what is the right woman?
She's gonna have to be strong, and she's gonna have to be, I don't know, like almost unisex, where it's just gonna be a higher standard. She's really gonna have to be tough, but not real tough. She's gonna really have to have her shit together because.
Well, if you don't mind, we keep it clean on this show, ma'am.
Okay.
Itchy, what do you think about this? She has to be strong part.
Strong.
Is Kamala is Vice President Harris a strong woman in your world, Itchy?
I literally watched her dominate 6'4" or 6'2", man. That they put his head on Rambo's body and Arnold Schwarzenegger's body, and I literally watched her turn him into what, mutton? Is mutton is that a good place to pudding? She turned him into pudding.
On the debate stage?
The debate stage. I also watched her go through 2 attorney generals and a Supreme Court justice.
She has a horrible record in California of putting innocent men on death row and deliberately, knowingly fought to keep them there, even though the
Aren't you in California, Zeus?
Yeah, I am, and I don't know what the heck this K. Sarah is talking about. But you know what, K. Sarah, since you like bringing up people's records, we're gonna have to have that conversation. Is it a weak man? Is it a weak man that got impeached twice, or a strong man?
Who are you talking about? Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He couldn't even stop the impeachments.
I was never, for different reasons, a big Trump fan, but what's gone on here? I mean, you know, it's
What are you pouring back there?
coffee.
And is that Fox News in the background?
Is it? No, I'm not. I don't have Fox News in the background.
I hear something in the background.
You do? What do you hear?
What is that? What are you watching?
It's a commercial. It's a commercial. I think
It's Fox News. It's Fox News. Because I can promise you, you're not watching MSNBC.
It's the Weather Channel. It's
They
the
always
Weather
lie.
Channel.
Okay. Why are you watching the Weather Channel? What part of the country are you on? In
Idaho.
Okay, well, what's going on in Idaho where you need to pay attention to the weather that much?
Well, I'm just looking to see, like, they're talking about another hurricane or something like that, and like just to see what the weather is.
Oh, okay. So hurricanes in Idaho. I've heard it all. All right. What part of Idaho are you in?
Idaho, just kind of seeing what, there is, like,
Okay, what part of Idaho are you in?
Coeur d'Alene.
Okay, up north area. All right. I'm familiar with that state. You've been misled as well up there in the state of Idaho. All right. But we got to move on. All right. But I need you to do something for me. All right. I really do need you to get out of this cult that you have found yourself in. All right.
I'm not in a cult.
You're going to vote for Trump, right?
I wouldn't vote, period. I would not vote.
Oh, you're not voting this time?
Oh, Lord.
I am going to vote locally, and I don't know what I'm going to do.
So I didn't want to do the Lake of Fire for K Sarah, but unfortunately I got to. You got up here and you made claims that Vice President Kamala Harris isn't the right woman. I heard white, but I'll stick to your word being you said right. And your number one reason for why she's not qualified to be the president is that she is not strong, even though she has experience prosecuting transnational gangs. Even though Itchy just reminded you that on the debate stage, she mopped the floor with Donald Trump, right? You know this, all right? Even though you know her record from being a DA to an attorney general, all right, to a senator, to now being a vice president with 0 convictions, 0 scandals, you're going to still get up here and try to say the vice president is not strong?
In California.
The vice president is the vice president. I had to mute you. I caught you on the lie, K Sarah, and unfortunately, you're still doing it. You won't come out of that fog you're in. You're still in a cult, so what I'll do is we'll gently, but we're going to do it. We're going to turn up the Lake of Fire for K Sarah. Hey, guess what?
Before you send her a link, can I say something to her right quick?
Go ahead, Itchy. Go ahead. Oh, I'll pause it.
Just look it up for yourself.
Hold on, La Mama. She was elected 3 times as prosecutor in San Francisco, twice as attorney general in California, and once to the California Senate. So if any of the things that you were implementing as far as her record goes, the state of California disagrees with you wholeheartedly.
Thank you.
Did you see the debate with Tulsi Gabbard?
That's what we're going to do. I got a debate for her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get rid of K Sarah by sending her to the Lake of Fire. Let's give her a huge round of, you guessed it, booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Just a bunch of lies. Wow. All right. Sorry, brother Itchy. All right. But you know what? I appreciate you, my good friend. All right.
I appreciate you. All I need is 30 more seconds.
All right. Go for it, my good friend.
If y'all would, I done watched my young bro grow up in the last 3 years on this app to a flawless live. If y'all would give me a solid 1 minute of tapping this screen, let's get bro over 200,000 likes, please. Let's go. Let's tap that screen. Let's get over 2,000 likes. And if everybody would at least share this live 5 times.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to Brother Itchy. Always, you too, always showing love and coming through. You never know, but make sure you follow very great lives as well. But he's right. We've done the work over here to get to where we're at. All right, and I couldn't have done it without all of you. All right, but one thing we won't be doing is we won't be allowing lies and misinformation to be pushed out there. All right. So let's go back to the box. All right, ladies and gentlemen, know what we got to do. You know exactly what we have to do. All right, who do we got this morning, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we got this morning? Oh my God, these people come into they send guest requests and they want to always talk to Big Zeus, even though I've spoken to them several times. Foo.
What's up, Zeus? How does it feel to be a paid parrot for the left?
Is that all?
No, I got plenty for you. But it's amazing to me to see
Let
you
me
come
ask
up
you,
here and tell your lies just so blatantly, like they're actual truth.
Well, the first thing I like that you just said is it is amazing to you because I'm an amazing individual. You should watch and perhaps learn. Okay, because I see you're still doing.
You can't teach me anything.
Well, you just said I'm amazing.
I'll debate you on any subject you want.
Okay. What you want to talk about?
You're a paid parrot for the left, is what you are.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Paid parrot. Yeah.
Can I ask you? Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election?
No.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
You know what you are, bro? You're a skin tone voter, bro.
Okay.
You vote skin.
And you know what you are? You're a prime candidate for hell. This guy has been in my guest request all week long. Zeus, please throw me into the lake of fire. I'll do anything, Zeus, if you just do it. And I said, no, I don't want to do it because I really want to give you an opportunity to be a better person. Zeus, please throw me in the lake of fire. All right, fine. You send the guest request. So guess what I'm going to do, fool? Let's warm up the lake of fire for him, ladies and gentlemen. You want to get in there with the rest of them? Fine, go for it. All right, no sweat off of my back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and throw that fool into the lake of fire. Let's give him a huge round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Sing it with me.
Anyone who has called for a termination of the Constitution
Sing it with me,
of the
fool.
United States must never again.
Thank you, Rick. Sing it with me, fool. Come on now, sing it. This is today's lesson.
Anyone who has called for a termination of the Constitution of the United States must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
You get that? You get what I'm saying, right? Come on. Never again. I don't know why. I mean, thank you, Vice President Harris, for giving us those words, right? I don't understand why that is so difficult to process. If you've asked for the termination of the United States Constitution, then you don't deserve to be the President of the United States. Simple. Sheesh. All right, we're going back into the box. All right. Okay. All right, we're going back into the box, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. I mean, this is unprecedented. All right. Good morning, Takesha. How are you?
Hey, Zeus. How are you?
I am all right. Just another day in the kingdom, tending to the affairs as usual.
Listen, I just want to say that's a good-looking picture behind you. It shows that both you can be on opposite sides and still come together for the greater good of the country.
Amen.
You don't see, pictures of people that are on the opposite side standing anywhere near Donald Trump, of course, because of the stench. But, it's only the black people who have pledged their dying love to him that he can stand with. But when you can stand together on opposite sides of the political spectrum, That's where you see peace at, Zeus.
Thank you. Thank you. Country
You don't
over
have to
party.
go around lying on TV saying that the governor couldn't get in touch with the president. When you don't have to go around lying and saying that you just randomly called Elon Musk and he showed up to do what you and him set up to make you look good to do, because that's all it was, Zeus. It was a setup. And people don't understand it was a setup. They had already planned to do that to make Donald Trump look better because he's down in the polls in Georgia. So they needed something to try to make him look, like he's a human, which he's not.
Right.
And when you don't have to go around the country lying and saying that someone has spent FEMA money and sent it to the immigrants, it lets you know you're confident and secure in your win. Donald Trump is scared.
Yeah.
So he's just making up anything. He's throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks. And apparently none of it is sticking because your numbers still didn't go up after you did that stunt down in Georgia.
Oh, what about when they said his ear got blown off? He took a pew pew for the country. What do you think about that?
Listen, you know who ear got messed up.
Whose?
And we still see that his ear is messed up. And it is surely not Donald Trump. Nothing happened to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a paid actor. And he's always going to be a paid actor.
Crisis
he's a narcissist.
Actor.
He's a liar. He's
Thank you.
Evil. He's the modern day Antichrist. He's all things evil. And the people that follow him are all things stronghold.
Do you hear that, K Sarah? This is for you. Takesha is ministering to you. You're somewhere in Coeur d'Alene.
You have a stronghold on you that you need to get on your knees right now and
Thank
ask
you.
the Lord to tear it down because you're not strong enough to do it yourself.
Exactly.
Go in your closet and pray and ask the Lord to remove that stronghold that Donald Trump has over you.
Amen. We gonna get some of y'all out that cult this morning. Tell them, Takesha.
And Zeus, you getting paid like that and not giving us no money?
I would love to get paid like that. Tell them, Takesha.
They always
They act like I got a paycheck. Yeah, if anyone knows where my check is at, please let Zeus know. I would love to go and collect
on the internet
it.
and search for Zeus's check.
Thank
See
you.
if it's being held up.
And I love commas. I sure do. Right, Angel? I love commas. Go find that. Somebody owe me something.
Zeus, let's talk about how this indictment, how Jack Smith got this detailed indictment. And they're still saying it's not true. And this man got phone recordings, text messages. He's got Mike Pence notes. And they're still saying it's not true. That's when you know you're in a cult.
Yeah.
When nothing nobody can show you can be proven that this man tried to steal this election and you still saying it's not true, you're in a cult.
You're in a cult.
You're in a cult.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to say this, Zeus, and I'm going to let you
Adele,
go.
thank you, Adele. Right?
He keeps talking about he won that debate.
Tasha. Thank you, Tasha. Yeah.
But one thing we do know, Zeus,
What's
is
that?
that after that debate with Biden, Trump immediately called for the next debate. After the debate with Kamala, he said he didn't need to debate anymore. I know you didn't, because you didn't debate that night. You were so scared you wouldn't even look at that lady at your side eye. Because she had already said, if you got something to say to me, say it in my face. And you wouldn't even turn and look at that lady. You were scared. I saw a man that was over 6 feet become 2 feet tall.
Woo! Woo! Texas Angel
So she hammered him all the way down to the end.
Yeah.
And he's afraid, Zeus.
Yep.
See, that's what cowards do. They talk about you through the internet. They talk about you where you're not. But when you get face to face with them, Zeus,
where you at?
Look at you.
Oh, where that person? Oh, they over there, right there in front of me. I didn't see him.
That's how you know he was scared of a Zeus.
Doc, thank you for the vacation. Thank you, Doc. Seriously. Sorry, Takesha.
It's okay. Listen, when they said, you said that she turned black. And his response was, well, she can be whatever color she want to be. I don't have anything to do with that. That's not what you've been saying.
What?
See how the conversation changes once you face them keyboard kings.
Melbo, thank you. Yeah. He should have got on stage and been like, now, yeah, I said you wasn't black.
He's a coward.
He didn't do
That's what I'm
that.
telling you, Zeus. He talk out in the open. He talk behind Truth Social. But when he in the faces of people, he has nothing to say. He's a coward.
Boom. Garbine, thank you. Tell him,
End of the
Takesha.
day, he's a coward.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you. You're right, Takesha. You're right. And we're going to keep exposing him. All right. And his supporters, the ones that like to go and repeat his lies, especially these so-called black MAGA. Because, see, they out here. You see, I had to put a jingle to it, all right, so they understand it, right?
I love it. I
You
thought
like
it was
that?
wonderful.
You like that? Yeah? You like that?
I'm about to make a song myself, Zeus.
Hey, I love it. See, I know how to get through to them.
I'm about to make one myself about how thirsty they are that they running and putting their mouth at the bottom of leaky cheeks.
Nastiness at all levels.
But I ain't gonna hold you no longer, Zeus. Thank y'all for the gifts. Go on, my friend.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Takesha. No Lies Detected. Thank you, Ariel, for the gifts. I see it. It's happening. I am like, wow, but thank you so much, Doc. I mean, appreciate it. All right. So let's go ping pong. All right. Thank you so much, Takesha. I really do appreciate you. Any Trump supporters out there, real quick, we're going to do one more MAGA, and then we're going to go back to the box, because we got a lot to get through today. And I know, Shay, it is your birthday. It's Shay's birthday today, so we're definitely going to have to celebrate your birthday. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, and you believe that Donald Trump is the best thing for America since sliced bread. Oh, this is easy work. Real quick. This is easy. I've been waiting to do this. Snuggles, question. Snuggles, question.
Happy birthday to Shay. Jesus, can I say happy birthday at least?
Okay, you can get that out. Say it again.
Jesus,
one more time.
Happy birthday, Shay. Jesus.
Okay, great. Now we'll get back to, and make sure you got your 401k, right?
Yeah, I got my 401k. Yeah, let's keep talking, bro.
What's that?
Yeah. That's Vladimir. That's Zelensky.
Oh, and unfortunately, Snuggie has left the building. Ladies and gentlemen, Snuggles may be a great person, but unfortunately, he's been compromised severely by the MAGA demon, and he's not such a great person. 3 years on this app, never told the truth, especially when it comes to politics, all right? And he gets in my box with this AI photo, and he thinks I'm going to let it fly? Absolutely not. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send Snuggles once again to the lake of fire. You know how to do it. Easy.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Yeah, we need to put a lid on the lake of fire. Joey B, you don't have the ability to go live, so what I'll do is go ahead and put you back in the comment section. And moderators, you know what to do with Joey B, since they can't go live. It's a Russian bot, straight jacket, all right? Put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter, all right? And you believe that Donald Trump is the best thing for this country since sliced bread, all right? Seriously, because I want to hear from you. You got, all right. Here we go. All right. Okay, attacking. I got you. Melissa, you don't have the ability to go live either. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep reaching out to try to see if we can get a Trump supporter that is willing to come up here and profess their love for their, oh, look at that. LMA, you're a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Oh, welcome to the show real quick, all right? Well, what part of the country are you in?
Georgia, Southern Georgia.
All right. You know Donald Trump's record, right? Is it a record of success or a record of failure, in your opinion?
Success.
And so you believe getting impeached twice is success?
Yeah, I believe that the impeachments didn't go through and that it was a bunch of BS, and that's been proven with the Hillary Clinton dossier. She got a $113,000 fine, a slap on the wrist, and she still gets to do whatever she wants for lying.
That hurt. Now, why'd you bring Hillary up? That hurt.
Because that's what started it all. It was the Russia. Russia is colluding with the United States. Then we find out that it was her lawyer and her who made this whole dossier up.
You know what that makes me feel? I don't like, you know what? Hillary doesn't deserve to be president. You're right. She doesn't deserve to be president, right?
No, she doesn't, and neither does Kamala Harris.
Well, it's Kamala, all right? So if you don't mind, it would mean a lot if you could at least try to say her name with a little
I'll
more
just call her Harris.
Okay, thank you. Now, I get it. We don't agree Hillary shouldn't be president. But here's the thing. Donald Trump, though, was impeached. So now that we've already settled the Hillary thing, let's keep that energy for someone else who's been found to have done some very, very bad things that have warranted impeachment. So, withholding aid from Ukraine. Impeached.
How was he withholding aid?
Because he was trying to pressure Zelensky to find him dirt on Joe Biden and his son
But that's
instead
not what
of giving.
happened.
So the impeachment never happened.
No, I'm saying the impeachment was bullshit, is what I'm saying.
Wait. We don't curse. He got impeached in the House. We understand it's a two-part process here. You don't got to go and
we understand
relitigate.
that it was rigged.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Okay, so the first impeachment was rigged. Second impeachment, what was that about?
What was it? The 2020 election results?
You mean inciting an insurrection?
Yet nobody's been charged with one.
But he was impeached.
But nobody's been charged with one.
Well, who do you mean nobody?
Nobody's been charged with an insurrection. Look up all of their charges. Not a single one of them
okay.
has
I
been
got what
charged.
you're. Okay, but let me put it down. Let me put it this way: if we had to put it down in paper, would there be 2 impeachments on Donald Trump's record?
Failed impeachment, sure.
Okay, I'll leave with that. Okay, so he has 2, in your opinion, failed impeachments. Next question: is Donald Trump a convicted felon?
Not according to Nicholas Bies. Do you know who that is?
I don't care.
Well, it's very important because he was working with A.G. Bragg and had said that had it been any other person besides Donald Trump, that they wouldn't have charged him.
So let me ask this question. In the state of New York, are you familiar with the election interference case that Alvin Bragg prosecuted?
No, I'm not, because I had no idea who he was until he went after Donald Trump.
Okay, well, long story short, he was prosecuted for falsifying business records, all right? 11 invoices, 11 checks, and 13 journal entries, 20 plus witnesses, and a jury. All of that resulted in 34 felony convictions.
You do realize those witnesses said that it was the lawyers and the book tellers who had put that information together, right? Not Donald Trump.
Listen, man, it's whether you and I like that or whatever, we might have opinions. The fact of the matter is, so far he has 2 impeachments and 34 felony convictions, whether we like it or not. Now, we know he's also been indicted in other areas, right? You know about January 6th in D.C. with Jack Smith. You know about the case with Fonnie Willis, right?
I do.
And you
I can't
also
wait for that Jack Smith case. I'm, for one, I'm excited.
And you know about the classified documents, right?
Yes, I do. And I also know that he was president. And since, the classified documents are so important, we should put that same standard on Joe Biden, who was not president and had documents dating back to his years when he was a senator, right? We should have that same standard.
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Is Joe Biden running to be reelected?
He was until he got kicked out by the Democrat Party, who he was loyal to for 54 years.
LMA, the answer is no. The answer is no. So whether it's Hillary Clinton, Hunter Biden, or Joe Biden, I'm really not interested. What I'm talking about is Vice President Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. So what I've done, and this is something I'm very great at doing. I've showed you Donald Trump's record.
You have,
and it's
You've said his record,
and it's a record of failure, not success.
It's not. He delivered on 90% of his promises from 2017 till 2020, even with all the Democrats.
Would 90% fall under the building the wall, making Mexico pay for it, or is that in the 10%?
No, it's in the 90%. He started to, and then Democrats went after him once they got the majority in the Senate seats.
Would it fall under
fighting?
Would it fall under infrastructure? You know how we used to have infrastructure week all the time with him, and he never did it.
But he tried to, and he was shut down by Democrats time and time again. But you leave that.
He had an opportunity. There was a period when he had the House and the Senate as well. And he
very
didn't.
Short opportunity.
And here's the reason he didn't do anything: because he never cared about doing the work that it took to work and get the job done in terms of passing legislation. He spent all of his time arguing on Twitter.
He spent his time.
Let me explain something. Can I ask you something? Do you really think Donald Trump cares about you? Honestly.
I do. He's proven
What do
it
you?
time and time again. My paycheck said so. The cost of living said so. My groceries said so. The bills for my gas said so. My electric bills said so. Everything that was beneficial to
Let
the
me hear
country
him.
and our security
Let me hear
said
him.
so.
Let me hear those bills. Let me hear them. Get them on the phone. Let me hear those bills. You got them? Let me hear. I want to hear what they saying.
Oh, are you talking to me?
You the one that said they said something. What they say?
Well, go ahead. Prove me wrong.
Show,
You're
let me
saying
hear
that I'm
from
wrong.
them.
So
Let
go
me
ahead
hear.
and prove
I
me
heard
wrong.
from you. Let me.
Because
I've heard.
I'm
I've heard
assuming.
from you.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
heard
Let
from
me
you,
give you
but
an
I haven't
example.
heard from them
The
bills.
Inflation Reduction Act. Do you know what's all in those 274 pages?
I don't know everything, but I know what it did do.
What did it do?
It helped to reinvest in the United States, and it helped us get out of the nastiest situation that Donald Trump put us in with his failed administration in terms of how they responded to the pandemic.
Okay, I'm glad you
See,
said that. So my grocery
so
bill going from $300 a month to about $700 a month underneath Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is just bullshit. I'm delusional. Is that what
well,
you're saying?
I don't like the profanity, right? Remember, but
No, forgot.
does
Sensitive ears. My bad.
no. Who controls the prices of the groceries?
Mm, essentially, our Congress who makes shit spending bills.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
And once
Yes.
again, you're cursing. Once
Based
again, you're
off of all
cursing.
of the bills that have been passed by Congress. And every single one of those bills has driven us
Okay,
further into debt. Time
okay,
and
okay,
time
okay. So,
again.
so,
That
so, so,
same
time out.
Inflation Reduction Act that you guys put on a pedestal also has Joe Biden's tax plan implemented in it. But y'all stay silent about that as well. We're underneath Donald Trump's tax code, and you completely ignore Joe Biden's.
Are we under Trump's tax plan? Yes.
No, we're not. We are underneath Joe Biden's. Go ahead, reread that 274-page Inflation Reduction Act, then get back to me.
So we're still under Trump's tax plan.
No, we're not.
All right. Where do you get your information from?
From the Inflation Reduction Act that you guys have put on a pedestal since it's been passed.
You got
That's
wait.
where I got it from.
Okay, so here's the thing, Ellie Mae. I don't know you from a bag of rocks.
And I don't know
but
you either. I was sent your live.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're not being honest. You're just
I
getting
am.
up here.
You just don't like it.
No. You're just getting up here and repeating the same things that
I'm
Donald
telling
Trump
you what was in
says.
that bill.
That Donald Trump says in his rallies. It's the same thing.
No, honey, I'm not.
So-
I'm reading
so-
from
so-
the bill, the Inflation Reduction Act. If you can, prove me wrong then. Read that whole bill. Tell me that Joe Biden's tax code ain't in there. Go ahead, prove me wrong. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Prove me wrong.
No. We're done with that.
Oh,
all right?
because you can't.
No, because I don't need to. I already can tell
Too
that
hard
you have a hard
comprehension
time.
skills? What is it?
I have a
Can't
hard
read
time.
274 pages?
Well, I understand that you have a hard time processing information.
No, I processed it perfectly, which is why I'm asking you to prove me wrong in that same bill that is easily accessible to both of you
You're
and I.
triggered. You're triggered. You lied and said we're not under Trump's tax plan,
Because we're
and I
not.
said at this point it's a lost cause to try to reason with you.
No, it's
So
a
here it
lost
is.
cause
Here-
because you
here
can't
it
lie
is.
to me, and I'm not one of your sheeple that will blindly think whatever you say.
Here it is. This is your ultimate test on the show. Are you ready?
Oh, let me guess. You're going to ask me if I believe the 2020 election was free and fair.
Nope. What is your honest opinion about this?
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Did you hear what he said? Let me play
If
it again.
Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
What? No, you hear
If
one more time.
Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
What does that mean to you?
That his daughter is beautiful, which she is.
Is that acceptable?
I
For
wouldn't
him to
say that
say?
it's 100% acceptable, but I also know that you guys love to take things out of context. It's what you guys have been doing for 9 years. So why don't you play that whole clip from beginning to end, not the part
How about
that you
this?
like.
Okay, all right. How about this?
What's the
You guys
favorite
have a
thing
pattern.
you have?
Hold on. Listen.
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
That's acceptable too.
You do realize sex means gender as well, right? They're both real estate. They both love golf. The only thing that's different is that she's a female and he's a male. Oh, wait, I forgot. You guys are confused about that. Never mind. So it's okay when that happens, but not when men play as women. That's interesting. Oh, silence? You have nothing to say?
I'm just listening to you make a fool out of yourself.
I'm not making a fool out of myself at all whatsoever.
So what he said, in your opinion, is acceptable.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's all I needed to hear from you. We don't need to have any other conversations. You've
Yeah, 'cause
already
it's too difficult for you, I know.
No, you just already proven that you're an agent of chaos.
I'm not.
You're
I'm an
you're
agent
fu-
of truth.
you're
And that
you're
disrupts
possessed.
your chaos.
You're possessed. You worship Donald Trump. You want to smell his dirty diaper. Donald Trump could do nothing wrong in your opinion. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, Nancy Pelosi,
Oh, he's
Kamala
a
Harris are the
Don't get
problem.
me wrong. They are.
Kamala Harris,
100%
they're the
they're the
no no no
problem.
no no
How
no
slow do
no
you have
no
to
no.
be to not see that? They've sent more money overseas than they have to the American people. They have utterly fucked the American people. And somehow
Ma'am,
you're okay with that. Over and over again, you will ride Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's dick so fucking hard until it ends up fucking you like it has been the rest of us.
mm, mm. You see, triggered. All I've done is showed her who her daddy is.
No,
Donald
my
Trump.
daddy's in
I
Indiana, princess.
no. All I've done it's Donald Trump.
No, it's not.
That's got you hot
He's
and
the one
upset.
person who can.
Donald Trump doesn't care about
Kamala
you.
Harris has.
I've already
He
diagnosed
can't
you,
fucking
so.
do it. You haven't diagnosed shit. Are
Oh,
you a doctor?
okay. Okay. Yeah.
You
I'm
a
the
doctor?
doctor. Yeah. I'm the worst doctor, though. Okay, so guess what I'm
Yeah, we
going to
can
do with
tell. What
Ellie
is it?
Mae?
Medical malpractice on a daily
Let's
basis?
go, ladies and gentlemen. Ellie Mae is a prime candidate for hell. Let's go ahead and
No,
warm up the
princess.
lake of fire for her.
I won't
Yeah.
be joining it. But
Yeah.
it is a
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
home for you.
You're on your way. Any last words?
No. Stay stupid if you want to. It's Zeus, babe.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ellie Mae might be a great person, but she got a nasty mouth. Nasty MAGA mouth. She got that nasty mouth. And she's confused and full of lies and misinformation, and unfortunately, we can't tolerate it. Let's give her a huge round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it. Translation?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Woo, Sue, thank you. Y'all have been mighty generous today. Seriously, I love you all. But I must say this to the folks that are in the comments right now, and they're triggered. These Trump supporters, they're triggered like they've never been because Kamala Harris is the right woman to be the president of the United States. So guess what? Maybe you didn't hear my message at the top of the show. I'll give you one more reminder.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Wow, thank you, Sue. All righty then. All right. We got our incredible show going on here. All right, so we're gonna try to get through some of these great conversations. Doc, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, everyone. How you doing, Zeus?
I'm all right. You see what I'm dealing with out here, right? I mean,
that was so much demon in her. She could not see because she would not listen to anything. And let me tell you,
go ahead.
We are dealing with some serious cult issues. And we don't know how to break it. And we might not ever break it. But it's okay. Because guess what? We're going to go to the polls.
Amen.
And we're going to make sure that we vote blue.
Amen.
Down ballot.
Let's go.
Continue to be very mad. And while that lady was sitting up talking all of her trash, she failed to realize that, listen, Tina Peters just got 9 years.
Ooh, thank you, Sue.
She got 9 years for what she did.
Wow.
Okay? And let me tell you something.
Go ahead, get him.
I loved how that judge called her a charlatan and how she never loved this country, just like Donald Trump does not love this country. If you notice at every one of his rallies,
Yep.
it is America is just so bad. Oh, there's nothing good about America. The lies, the grifting. We got him selling watches. We got him just doing any and all things. But hold on, Jack Smith got that number. And when this shit over with, excuse me, when this stuff over with, let me tell you what's gonna happen to Donald Trump. He's
I wonder
going
what.
to get those bars, that
Yeah.
come together and
Yeah,
slam
yeah.
shut very hard. That's
Clickety
coming for him. And it's coming for all his co-conspirators. So, what was her
Let's
name?
go.
Ellie Boy? Was it Ellie Boy? Ellie Boy.
Ooh.
Ellie Boy or Ellie? I don't even know. Ellie.
I don't know what.
Honey.
LA. Yeah. Go
Honey,
ahead.
you need to go pray. You
Yeah.
need to go get down on your knees and you need to pray for forgiveness for following a con man that has led you people down a road of destruction. Look at all those people that's in jail.
Yep.
Those Proud Boys, those 3%ers that went up on the Capitol Hill and smeared feces all up on the Capitol walls. Y'all forget all of that. See, I ain't forgot that.
I
No
haven't
one
either.
has forgot about January 6th while you playing games. And
Yep.
as far as FEMA is concerned, I'm a little bit tired of hearing all the trash and the lies that come out their mouth. Go to your governor, go to whatever state you're in, and you get you some help from FEMA. Stop
you.
talking about this administration gave all our money to migrants, because that's another lie. That's another talking point. Just like Trump wanted to actually trash our economy when he set up and got with old dude, what's his name? Dadget or Gadget, whatever his name is.
Yes. Go for it.
Okay, that's some more trash.
Yep.
All this man does is try to destroy this country. Period. You can look at how he tore up the two-state solutions that we had between Israel and the Palestinians. Wasn't it a two-state solution? That was a two-state solution. He tore that up. Look what happened. Look what happened. See, he's reckless and he doesn't think, and none of his followers are critical thinkers. None of them. That's all I got to say. I'm just tired of the lies, and they burning in hell with all in their mind. They burning up in hell because they can't think for themselves. And you're caught up in a cult. Go seek some mental health. Go seek some.
Cooked. I told him, Doc. I said, don't come onto this show and start doing that lying and making up stuff. Because if I don't get you, these folks in here listening, y'all ain't playing. It's over, MAGA. It really is.
It's over. It's over. It is over. Go, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a lot of them out here losing their crap because they can't understand. They don't understand how the government works and who you put in power. They constantly putting these bad people up in there in Congress. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz and all that trash they putting up in there. That's what you vote for. You get what you vote for. Learn how the government works. Learn the 3 branches of the government. And stop blaming stuff on people. You got corporations out here price gouging. We came back from C-19 and our economy was on the low. Y'all don't understand. They don't get it.
They
don't get it, and I'm tired of it.
You're right. No, but keep up the good fight. And listen, whatever. I am so happy you came up here and did the Lord's work, Doc. I appreciate that. All right. But don't get tired. Go out and vote, right? You know how we do.
You know why. And I'm taking all my family with me. I'm
Yep.
taking them all. I'm taking friends. If I could pick up some people to take to the polls, I'm going to do that too.
Thank you. I'm going to do the same thing. All right. All right. Yes, let the church say amen. All right, Doc. Well, listen, I appreciate this.
Amen to that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Doc. No lies detected. All righty then. All right, you too. All right.
I'm gonna see you out. I'm gonna see you around. I'm gonna see you around.
All right. I'm gonna see you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Doc a round of applause. Okay, I gotta talk to Karma. I am so sorry, Karma. You've been asking to get on and talk to Zeus but I'm here. Good morning. How are you doing? All right. How are you doing?
Let me turn on my camera.
Let's go. Love you. Let's go. Love you. Come on, let's go.
Okay. Well, first off, thank you, Zeus.
You're welcome.
You.
You're welcome.
Thank you for everything that you do.
Really?
Because, you make this platform so that people like me can get out here and make our voices heard.
You're right. That's very important.
And you put in the work and you tell everyone the truth.
Wow.
That's where the humbleness comes in. That's the H.
Thank you.
Okay. And you cannot contradict the truth. No matter how many times you lie about it, it's not gonna. You can't do it.
Right.
The truth is the truth.
Amen.
In the story. That's
you are so right. And I appreciate you calling that out because we need more of that, honestly.
And, I just want to say, I've got a few points to make. Like in the words of Hillary Clinton, if it takes a village to raise a family, well, I'm saying in the year 2024, that it is going to take the whole country of pissed off menopausal women from the Gen X era. I'm an OG Gen X. Don't forget.
All right. Keep it gangster. I get it.
And these women, we all have one thing in common. It's called menopause for a reason.
Go ahead and give it to him, Karma. Go ahead and she's updating y'all software out there. Come on, Karma, give it to him.
Every country in the world
Sue, thank you.
has come to America at least once in their life. At least one person from every country in the world.
You right.
And that's what every woman on this earth has in common. Now, I want to talk about J.D. Vance.
Okay. You covering a lot of groundwork, but keep on cooking.
I'm doing my research.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
That's who I am.
I love it.
Okay, I just want to know why J.D. Vance didn't mention anything about childless cat ladies.
Oh, Sue, thank you. JD, listen to what Karma just said. He sure didn't he?
No, he didn't. I really feel offended. And I think I'm going to file a lawsuit because that's not helping me make my disabled voice heard. What the fuck is wrong with him? I'm sorry. I don't mean to curse. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
But my gosh. That's just the way I feel. This isn't your grandparents' generation, by the way. Let me you tell you.
I got it. I get it. Okay. I get it. Yeah.
And
but file that lawsuit though.
Rubber stamp. He's a rubber stamp.
Why?
He's been groomed his whole life to do exactly what he's doing right now. He doesn't
Mm.
know how to do anything else.
Thank
he
you.
can't tell you what the bottom of a bus looks like.
He can't. Even though he's been ran over by several, right?
No. He doesn't have that experience, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Okay, I do.
Oh. Now, see, I see what you did. I see what you did, Karma. You play too much, Karma. You play too much. Cut it out now.
I'm just telling the truth. Not gonna lie about my experiences. I'm
Hey.
getting blocked here and there. Nobody likes to hear me. They don't want
No.
to talk to me because
you-
I think they're intimidated. They don't
Oh.
want to hear the truth.
That's what it is. It's too much truth for a lot of them to handle. And you've been with me for a long time, and
Oh
you
my
can see.
gosh.
What do you got to say? One before we can go to the next guest, because you know it's Shay's birthday, and we got to sing Shay
Oh
happy
yes,
birthday.
happy birthday, Shay.
But what?
I love your videos.
I'm just curious. You know Snuggie. Please give him some words of advice, please, because I'm actually getting kind of tired with this
I think I
knucklehead.
met him in Florida, in Bithlo somewhere at a trailer park. Oh no, wait, it can't be that because he lives in his mother's basement. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No. You don't gotta apologize. Just go ahead and keep on. He's right there looking at you. Please tell him what you need to say to him so he'll stop doing this stuff on TikTok. He needs to stop it.
Dude, get it together, for real. Because nobody wants to hear about your stupid, idiotic thoughts. All
Thank
right,
you,
you're ugly.
Doc.
You need
Thank
to
you.
get it together. You need to start paying your mama some rent and pay some bills because it ain't your house. Okay? Don't you get your shit together, dude.
Woo!
That's it.
Thank you, Karma. Well, listen, I gotta move it on, but as always, it's a treat to hear from you. All right, and come on back. We gotta do this again. All right. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Karma Urdu. No. Okay. Introduce me ASAP. All right, we got to get this out there to the people. I really do appreciate you. All right, I really do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Karma.
Love you.
All right, let's one more round of applause. We are cooking with Crisco around here. Every Trump supporter that has came up has been cooked and sent to the lake of fire. And it's simple. You don't have the truth, and when you don't have the truth in you, you end up getting cooked. All right. Good morning, Shay. Welcome. All right. Welcome to the show. Wow.
So, do you want me to talk, or are we doing the birthday thing?
We're gonna, you can talk, and then we'll do your birthday and get on out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so this is the final.
You're the last panelist, all right? Because I got to get up. Yes. Save the best for last. All right, we're gonna wait.
That's very sweet.
We're gonna sing "Happy Birthday" to Shay after we're done talking. All right. I'm gonna run a little late, but hopefully we'll all get out of here on time this morning. All right. So yes, you've been. Oh, looking good, gentlemen, calm down. Oh my goodness. Thriving with Biden. That's what's going on here.
You know it. That's what we're doing this day.
Yeah, Snuggles. Snuggles, go into your 401k, Snuggles. I expect to see you and all your friends that chase Shay around, showing her some love this morning. I expect it. Anything less, we're gonna have tough conversations. So what did you want to say?
I just, you had a couple of maggots up here, like Ellie Mae and a lot of them that come up, and they sound intelligent. They got the verbiage, they got good use of the English language.
Right.
Yet they say the stupidest stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just mired in all that left-wing attacking points, right? Just everything that you hear on social media, all the little got yous, but absolutely no substance in what they have to say.
Nope.
like I was just looking at, where's the, so what they forget about, because it hasn't been covered, but when we talk about the January 6th committee, there's books that have been written about it. Mark Meadows had hundreds of text exchanges with prominent Republicans, right?
Yeah.
And in those text exchanges, it was because he was the direct line to Trump from the Republican senators and Congress people.
Right.
People forget about this because a lot of them refuse to watch the January 6th committees, and a lot of them refuse to do it because they're just like, we don't care, it's a witch hunt, right? So they're just closing their eyes and ears. So you can't pretend to be an intelligent person, meanwhile closing your eyes and ears to everything, right?
Thank you.
So that's where they miss a lot of things. So, for example, there was a text exchange between Jason Miller and Mark Meadows, and in Jason Miller basically says, so FYI, I asked Ali Parda from our press shop to get in touch with Representative Mo Brooks. Y'all remember Mo Brooks, right?
Yep.
Okay, the guy in the hat and the yellow jacket, and he was wearing a bulletproof vest on the stage for January 6th.
Wow.
Yeah, he's wearing a bulletproof vest because he's understanding there are people that have weapons, right, in the crowd, and that they're violent. They've been set to be violent. Let alone did Trump tell them to riot, get them to riot and get them to load up. But basically, he's like, since he seems to be the ringleader, Jason Miller says, about Mo Brooks, since he seems to be the ringleader on the January 6th deal, okay, they say they will have as many as 50 members on board for January 6th, but we won't have a list of the names until Sunday or Monday. This is December 30th, by the way.
Wow.
Okay? This is December 30th, so about a week before January 6th. And he says, this may not surprise you, but no one from the legal team has made contact with them at all. So he's like, so why hasn't any of the legal team reached out to these 50 so-called Republican members of Congress and senators? So what's going on? Like, we need to have more of a coordinated effort here. They request examples of fraud, numbers, names, whatever supporting evidence that can be provided that we've now supplied. But our legal squad isn't exactly buttoned up. I bring this up for a simple reason. If we're hoping to move real numbers on the 6th, I think that we need to quickly start mobilizing our real deal allies. I'm ready to go. I have bodies to help. I will follow your lead.
Wow.
Mark Meadows replies to Jason, thanks, Jason. You're the best. I'll bring it up with POTUS, and I plan to meet with them all on Sunday.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's so much of this. If you would open your eyes and ears and understand it was an absolute plan to overturn the duly elected president, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.
Ellie, listen up. This is for you. We're educating you.
Yeah, but you get up here and talk about transgenders and we don't know what a woman is and all this ridiculous stuff. Meanwhile, you look as dumb as you sound. And your name, everybody know where Ellie Mae comes from. Just FYI, I hope that isn't her actual name, because her parents did not do her well. Okay, but Lord, coming from a Texas girl,
all we needed
Ellie Mae is, honey.
All we needed her to do is simply have the conversation and tell the truth. But instead, we get a bunch of lies, a bunch of deflecting. No, we don't have that over here.
No.
You go do that over there.
No, it just. When are you guys going to wake up? Or you don't care. You probably had wished that he was successful in overturning the election. That's really what it is. You don't actually believe in democracy or our voting system. You just want to win at all costs. So you're probably okay with it.
Shay, hold on a quick second. We might have to minister to this demon right here.
Oh.
If you have a little bit of time, Shay.
Ah, absolutely.
I know it's your birthday. I know it's your birthday, but
I got all the time.
Marvin.
Hey, happy birthday, Shay.
Thank you.
You okay?
Hey,
don't do the snuggles move. Are you okay?
Am I okay?
You're a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Why'd you ask, do we know what a woman is?
No, Lord.
No. Shay, do you know what a woman is?
I do. You're looking at one.
Oh, and she's a pretty one too.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes. But
so you just wanted to shoot your shot. Okay, go for it.
No, I didn't want to shoot my shot.
I'll take it. I've been married 22 years. Always feels good. So
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So yeah. Okay, but Zeus, you. I've been listening to this for like 2 hours now. And you speak the language, and you got the lingo and all that. Okay, but first of all, let me introduce myself.
Well, turn your camera on. We're all cammed up. Why not make it a nice party?
Well, I don't know how to do that, but I'm
No,
trying.
you don't have enough. You don't have the ability to do it. All right. Okay. All right. Fine.
Okay.
Make more friends, Marvin.
So what is it?
It might be hard when you're going around asking ridiculous questions like, "What is a woman?" But
Yeah, what is a woman? You can't answer that question.
I did. I stood right here. You're looking at one. What is your point? You don't have one.
You ever been with a woman?
I mean, do you need a biology lesson? Like, what's going on?
Marvin.
Lost count. I've lost count of the number of women I've been with. Okay.
Oh God.
I doubt it. I doubt that.
Yeah,
I know that trick.
yeah.
I know it. See what? Time out, Marvin. That's the first lie. First lie. Now that trick, Marvin
Why is that a lie?
Marvin just lied and tried to make himself look like he's out here on these streets getting busy. He's not. This is an incel. The hand doesn't count as a woman, Marvin. Knock it off. Now I'm going to ask you to unmute. No one asked you how many you've been with. So if you've been with a woman, then you know what a woman is.
You know what a woman is. Yeah.
Case closed.
That's it. See,
hit unmute, Marvin.
Marvin, it's that kind of attack that we understand that you're very low in intelligence because I have a transgender nephew, and what we always need to help you guys understand is that sex and gender are two separate things. Gender is I've had two boys, right? So gender, I had these little boys, I dressed them in blue, and I kept their hair cut short, right? And that is how gender is defined in society. So when my little boys ran around, everybody knew they were a boy, right?
Tell him, Shay.
So that's what that is. It's gender identity. So and that's a social construct that we have developed, right? Because I know when people are like, oh, I have friends with little boys with really long hair and they were constantly called a girl. And the little boy would come home and say, Mom, they keep calling me a girl. Can I get my hair cut? Okay, so those are the prime examples. So in the end of the day,
so Shay, you gave birth.
There's gender, right?
Marvin.
Yes.
So Shay,
Marvin. I have two sons. Yes.
You gave birth. Okay.
Correct. I did.
Well,
Marvin, you okay?
I mean, I don't need to go.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm fine.
Because what I want to make sure is, today's Shay's birthday, and what I don't need is for a MAGA demon to get up here.
Oh, I'm a MAGA demon.
This makes me happy. I'm so good.
I'm a MAGA demon.
I don't care.
Well, I just need you to listen to Shay more than I need you to.
I'm listening to her.
Okay, because if you need her to slow down, just ask. All right, but I hope you're learning.
Slow down, Shay.
So so there's biology, right? And there's gender.
Yeah.
So if a trans woman wants to identify as a woman, they can do that. It doesn't hurt you at all. That's the thing that you guys don't understand is that they are identifying how they feel on the inside and who they really are and who they know that they are. And just by identifying as that does not hurt you. So I don't know why you make it a political talking point.
Well, let me ask you this: have you ever seen a gay lion before?
I have not watched that kind of National Geographic channel.
Well, I don't watch it either. But have you ever seen any?
Is there a gay lion out there?
Have you ever seen any gay animal on this planet?
I actually have. We have two donkeys on my ranch.
Tell me about it.
I have two donkeys on my ranch that get at it all the time. Two male donkeys.
And they had sex?
Yeah, they get at it all the time.
Did they make a baby?
Marvin.
Okay. Very strange. I think you need to go to biology class.
Shay.
Way off.
So it's 9 a.m. I'm on the West Coast. Now we know what's on Marvin's mind.
Yes.
This is what Marvin wakes up and thinks about. Animals. He he wants to get out there and regulate what animals do now. He can't stop at what just Marvin and what his hands are doing 24/7. It's not enough for Marvin to just be worried about himself. He want to get all off into Shay's business. And you know what? I want to get off in the donkey's business.
These are the things that keep Marvin up at night. So now we have a problem with people being gay now.
I don't know what to say, Marvin, but I'm very disappointed in you.
I'm done.
We're done? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Alexander the Great was gay. I mean,
all right.
James the First was gay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
He's out of here. You know, Marvin, you sound like a reasonable person, but you're a prime candidate for hell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send Marvin straight to the lake of fire. Let's give him a round of boos and Shane.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Your assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it. Translation?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Thank you. Thank you, Pammers. Marvin, wow. Woo! That's for the history books right there, Shay. I mean, they never cease to amaze me in terms of exploring the depths of their insanity. Oh my God, it just never seemed.
Sorry, that was so funny. I'm still dying inside.
It is, right? He just couldn't get enough, right? Do you know what a woman is? And then you give him an answer. Okay, now let's get to the donkeys. I don't know about that, Shay.
Actually, we laugh. We're in the middle of dinner, and we'll hear him.
Well, listen, Shay, listen. It's been an incredible show this morning, all right? And it is your birthday, all right? And I'm sorry that we have to cut it short, but Zeus does have to.
I know, you got a life out there, whether you believe it or not. You paid shrill, you know.
Yeah. We're all shrills.
We're all paid shrills. You know.
All right. And so, but you know what?
Just for free. Yeah, it's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was Shay's birthday, but we're celebrating her birthday and everyone else's birthday who's today, all right? What an interesting journey this has all been, right, Shay? You and I and the community.
Absolutely, I'm with Itchy. You know, that's my brother too, and you know, watching you just skyrocket on this app. The time, the energy, the love you have put into this, it shows, my friend.
Well, thank you.
I really believe in the law of the universe. It's what you put out there is what you receive, and it truly is. And you have put out love and support. Many of us have talked to you on the phone. You know, needing advice, and you've always been there for us. And there's a lot to Zeus that many of you don't know, and as to why we are on this his side, just to support him every day, because we also know that he does the work off the app and helping people get along and helping people understand things. And he's just a really good friend to many of us.
Wow, you couldn't make me melt.
Well, it's true though. You know, yes, he does a fun show, but there's a lot more to Zeus that many of you have not had the pleasure to know. So you come in here daily and trolling, and you come in daily and do all these things. But that's why he has the love and support, and that's why his platform keeps growing. And, you know, like I said, it is the old, you know, adage in the Bible. It's what you put out is what you get. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's the golden rule. Zeus follows that every day. So do many of us on this app. And
wow.
Oh, my God.
Sue, thank you, Sue. Wow. You're so kind, Shay. You really are. But we got to get to the... Ladies and gentlemen, let's show Shay some love. We're going to celebrate her birthday today. All right, you know how we do it in the kingdom. We turn up, all right?
I heard it was somebody's birthday.
Show Shay some love.
Somebody's birthday.
Woo!
Birthday song, yeah. Yeah, today is your birthday. We gon'
turn up, hey!
Birthday, I know you're so proud.
Woo!
It's your birthday. We gon'
show some love. Happy birthday! Wow, Valerie, look at that. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Shay, you are rocking it big time over here. Woo! Look at that. Yeah! Wow, it's OC. Show that love. Happy Friday, everyone. birthday, Shane Pammers. Let's go. Woo, woo. Hey. Snuggles. I don't see Snuggles. I better see something from Snuggles. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Woo! Let's go, Sue. I love it. I love you. Queen Free. Cena Smith. All right, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Big Milk, DJ Kitty Cat Reggie. Alter Ego, thank you for the subscriptions. Y'all show Shay some love. Heaven, my man, I know you out there. Little Hawk, Rick, Miss Bond, look at all that subscription. Wow. Hey. Your Majesty, Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom, you better show Shay some love too. Y'all in here getting this free education. Happy birthday, Shay, seriously. Wow, look at that, Heaven! Heaven out here doing God's work, let's go. Woo, woo. Hey! Look at all of that love. It's a testament. Let's go. Let's go. Wow, Shay. Wow. You are clearly loved on this app. You're very loved on this app, Shay. Seriously. And I appreciate you for everything you've done and continue to do. All right. I really do.
All very much. That was wow. Hello.
Wow.
I thank you all for your love. Love you all so much. Let's keep it going. Keep the love going. God is good. If you believe, or the universe is good, whatever you believe in, because nobody will make you believe in anything, right? We don't force things around here. We'll let people be who they are, and that's the beautiful thing. We accept you no matter what. Even you on the right, we accept you no matter what. Just stay out of our way and stop. Mind your own damn business. Love you so much, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, let's give the beautiful Shay a round of applause. No lies detected. All right. You're welcome. All right. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached that moment where Zeus must depart. Boy, oh boy, what an incredible show. What an incredible week, right? We did a lot to help get the truth out there, Sneaky Fingers. I see you, my good friend. All right. But before we go, I want to give a special thank you to all of the gifters, subscribers, moderators, and panelists who've came up to help make this show exciting and engaging. You know what? Even the MAGA demons that come up here and are brave enough to get up here and expose themselves. All right, you all deserve a round of applause. You're on the wrong side, though. I also want to give one final round of booze and shame. And we know why this booze and shame goes out. It goes out to the MAGA demons, yeah. These are the folks. I also call them Zeus haters. Like, Tiny Tank Top Tim, Tom Baisu, Snuggles, and all of them. These are some Zeus haters. They get on TikTok day in and day out and promote misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. All right, they do this. They promote misogyny, bigotry, xenophobia, criminality, corruption, hatred, racism, just all kinds of nastiness on behalf of their orange cult leader. Trust me when I tell you this, folks. These folks are truly the worst of the worst and the scum of the earth. Join me in giving them our final round of booze and shame. Right, Sue?
Silence, you MAGA demon.
All right, and let's do it one more time. Anyone? Let's just go ahead and play Never Again one more time.
Anyone who has called for
one more time.
termination of the Constitution of the United States must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
You hear that, MAGA? Never again. Thank you, Vice President Harris. Say it with me.
Anyone who has called for a termination of the Constitution of the United States must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. All right, we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.
Don't try to
have a great rest of your weekend. We're out of here. Have a great rest of your weekend. Tara, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We burned the house down today, I think, right? We burned it down today. What a show. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What a show. Hey. Should we connect the dots? Should we connect the dots, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all want to connect the dots? Let's connect the dots. Gotta connect those dots. You gotta connect it, because if you don't, you're in big trouble. Let's go. Y'all get out there and kick butt. Country over party, you know what we do. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Insane asylum. Insane asylum. Insane asylum.
Oh, we got an insane asylum over here, huh?
Insane asylum.
Hey, bounce, thank you. We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we got to do? One more thing.
She said, I don't think I've ever said this before. So we do these rallies. They're massive rallies. Everybody stays till the end, by the way.
No, they don't.
You know, when she said that, well, your rallies, people leave. Honestly, nobody does. And if I saw them leaving, I'd say, and ladies and gentlemen, make America great again, and I'd get the hell out.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because I don't want people leaving. But I do have to say, so I give these long, sometimes very complex sentences and paragraphs.
Right.
But they all come together. I do it a lot. I do it with Raising Cane, that story. I do it with the story on the catapults from the aircraft carriers. I do it with a lot of different stories.
Right.
When I mentioned Dr. Hannibal Lecter, I'm using that as an example of people that are coming in from Silence of the Lambs. I use it. They say, it's terrible. So they say, so I'll give this long, complex area. For instance, that I talked about a lot of different territory.
I did.
The bottom line is, I said the most important thing. We're going to bring more plants into your state and this country to make automobiles. We're going to be bigger than before. But the fake news.
Fake news.
There's a lot of them back there. You know, for a town hall, there's a lot of people. But the fake news likes to say, oh, he was rambling. No, that's not rambling. That's genius. When you can connect the dots. You gotta. Now, Sarah, if you couldn't connect the dots, you got a problem. But every dot was connected and many stories were told in that little paragraph.
Right, right. You see how we connect the dots? All right. But you know we got to give the vice president the last word.
Anyone who has called for, I quote, termination of the Constitution of the United States, as Donald Trump has, must never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
Y'all get that? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Never again.
Thank you, Kamala. Thank you, Vice President.
Never again.
All right, we are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.